Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of White Album2. We finished Koharu Road and we did the extra story of the digital novel that was also told me that I'm supposed to read this after Koharu Road, and that's it from the special stuff that apparently I'm supposed to read after Koharu Road. I wonder if there's some other stuff that I can read later, because I remember the little chart that we had after the introductory chapter, that there are optional stuff for Setsuna. So I wonder if there's also optional stuff for Koharu in general. We can do this later after I finish my album, basically. But yeah, that's for future, and for now we're going to start a new game and a new road, and I think we're going to do exactly opposite of what Koharu told us to not do. Do not go for the lazy. So we're going for the lazy. Let's go. Let's see how it will end. At least I will try. So how do we... okay, skip on, yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Okay, and we can decline the assignment or accept the assignment. So, last time we declined the assignment and it was twice. Accept the assignment, I would assume we'll go for Marid here. I will accept the assignment this time, because ultimately, if you think about this, we did this anyway. I don't think this choice matters, actually. We did the assignment for her about Kazusa anyway, so I'll just accept the assignment this time. I just want to have something fresh and see what happens. Even so, I suppose I have no choice but to move forward after all. Maybe that means I'm using to achieve my goal would actually end up hindering said goal. It's a signpost that bring me closer to my future. I'm sure of it.
早速向こうの編集長のところに行くわよ。ついてきなさい。
ってちょっと待ってくださいよマリさん。俺だってそういう仕事やりたいですよ。ここにいると浜田さんのパシリばっかなんだもん。
そりゃパシリの腕の差だろう。北原は買い出し行って1時間帰ってこないなんてこと一度もなかったぞ。
え？いや頼まれたコーヒーが実は千葉と埼玉限定で。
Wow.
そっか。じゃあ俺が何度も見かけたコンビニで立ち読み中のお前は幻覚だったんだ。
Wow, what a guy, what the fuck,
何しろ
Zaki.
千葉まで遠征してるんじゃな。
ああ、木崎さん裏切り者。
そういう地道な積み重ねが肝心なところで効いてくるんだよね。まあそれもあるけど、実は北原に任せる理由は。
With smug face.
もう一つって。それもあるんだ。
北原は薄々気づいてるんじゃないかと思う。
ええ。
Of course I've realized it. Mari-san wouldn't give me such an amazing opportunity just because I'm a little better than some of others. She knows that letting me handle it has certain advantages. Basically, she's already done her research, and that's why she picked me specifically.
というわけで、
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
まずは彼女が日本にいた時に通ってた学校から。で、あとは分かってるわよね。
So, we got some additional info here that Mari actually knows more about the story than we thought in the beginning.
分かってます。先生方には
It's not just a random shot at him.
多分許可は下りると思います。
The interview in question is Kitoma Kazusa. She came in second at the Trust International Piano Competition. She's the daughter of the world-class pianist Toma Yufo, and she's been living together with her mother in Vienna for the past 3 years. Before studying abroad, she got her education at...
同級生だったんですよ。彼女。
Yep.
ああ。
Oh, and he goes...
そういうこと。
And he goes open like that with everyone here. That was not the case before. Yeah, he just I don't think he ever said this to Mari as well before. Because when we decline, we have this vending machine scene, I believe. And I don't think he told her that. Maybe I just forgot.
どういうこと？
やっぱお前に任せるわけにはいかないって今の反応で分かったって。
Wait, right. We had a vending machine when we declined the offer. So we spent more time with Mari when I declined. Wait, so declining is actually for Mari Road? Because we spent more time with her in specific? Ah. Anyway, we'll see where I'll end up with this time. I'm trying to aim for Jackie, but who knows? The little lie at the end is only armor left still protecting the depths of my heart. Okay. And Skipperino again. Give me the menu. Okay. So this time, sorry Koharu, but we're going for another option, so I will just send you off. Good luck with Yada and like other stuff in school. This is going to be so fucked up. I'm so worried about this. Actually, wait, when we are not together, then this is not going to happen. Hey, you're going to be fine, Koharu. You're going to be fine. Yada, on the other hand, might not be fine. The final look she gave me didn't contain any anger, hatred, or exhaustion.
ちょっと北原さん。
あっさり返しちゃってどうすんですか。
It doesn't seem like she's forgiven me at all, but that's precisely why there was still a fuse look left in her
あん
eyes.
なにへこませちゃって。よく泣かなかったよね、彼女。
来週来てくれるかな。また一人減る予定なんだけど。
Okay.
大丈夫だって。また来るよ。本当。
Yeah, she'll be fine. She's serious, with a strong sense of responsibility and hatred for defeat, and even tougher to break than me. Someone who's so similar to how I was 3 years ago wouldn't run away after something this insignificant. That's why all we need to do is sit tight and wait. I also have a feeling, or rather I'm 100% sure, that our paths will cross again. Okay?
北原さんの大丈夫当てになんないんだよね。女の子の扱いに関しては容赦ないんだから。そんなんだからタニッチだって。
Tanichi?
それってどういうこと？
Tanichi? Who?
そこ死後禁止。
Tanichi. Who's Tanichi? Huh. Okay. I guess keep on to the next choice. Okay, there we are, with the lazy one that doesn't want to go home. So let's her just sleep on our bed, I guess. Oh right, and she answered the Cessna phone. Right, I forgot about that. And once again, sorry. Last time I accompanied you back, but this time I'll just send her off. So yeah, thanks for like your hard work during trying to find Setsuna and stuff, but yeah, you should just go home now. So yeah.
もう帰った方がいい。今日は本当にすまなかった。
Almost 0030. No matter how you look at it, a high school student really shouldn't be out at this hour. Out and about at this hour.
先輩は
俺はもう少しだけ探して、それから帰る。
I'd also like to add, daughters from families as strict as Ogiso's family really shouldn't be running around at this hour either.
今で遅れなくなっちゃって悪い。そうだ。駅からタクシー拾ってくれないか。これタクシー代。
そんなのいりません。あ、でもタクシーは使いますよ。別に意地張って歩いて帰ったりしません。
そっか。
それより先輩の方です。今日土曜だからもうすぐ終電ですよ。帰れなくなっちゃいますよ。
大丈夫だよ。そうなったらここからタクシー拾うし、いざとなったらネットカフェもあるし。
Yeah.
もう心配いらないって言ったのは先輩ですよ。
心配はいらないけど、見つけたら文句の一つでも言ってやらないとって。そう。俺よりも高弘くんや両親に心配かけて、それに俺の友達や杉浦にも迷惑かけて、代わりに叱っておくから許してやってな。
本当にそんなことのためですか？それだけで終電逃しちゃうんですか？
別に大丈夫だよ。明日は日曜日だし。
Someday.
会いたいんですか？ 今すぐに彼女に。
別に。
Yeah, don't you want to see her smile?
またいつもの先輩に戻りましたね。
なんだよそれ。
Why does everyone... Why do they all act like they've got me figured out? Because you're easy to figure it out.
今日はやめておきます。
What? Just as I was in panic over my desperate attempt to step on the brakes, seemingly having no effect, a thousand voices shouting, I can't do this anymore, inside my head.
せっかく仲直り仕掛けてたのに、つまんないことで壊しちゃうのはもったいないです。
Takes the initiative and distances herself. Yeah, this is very different from Koharu Road, actually. It seems as though she's finally picking up the fact that I can't really help myself anymore.
いつもそう思ってくれればありがたいんだけどな。
それは先輩の心がけ次第じゃないでしょうか。
Okay. And yet, unable to make the same mental progress as her, I cannot repeat my tireless acts of sarcasm to Sugura like I did
それじ
before.
ゃ失礼します。
おやすみ。
Sugura figure slowly drifts further and further away and start to ponder the numerous changes our relationship went through in the last few hours. We're arguing like always. Then in an instant, it felt like I was one taking charge. But in the next moment, it felt like both our biological and mental ages were reversed. Was it because she found a foothold for herself in my world after knowing about Setsuna, a little bit about Kazusaba as well? No, it's probably not just that. She's likely already surpassed me when it comes to building and maintaining the relationship with others. After all, I haven't made any progress in that field those last 3 years. But now not the time to let what seems to be regret take hold of me. I need to find Setsuna. I have to find a girl who went out drinking without bothering to tell her parents, even if only with someone she knows and by coincidental meeting. Should I yell at her, should I apologize, or should I have a slight idea of how I should approach her? Is it a skippable part actually? It's not. Okay. But something in me is telling me I need to find her. Of course, this is only out of wishful thinking without any real rhyme or reason. This sounds like going for like it sounds like this choice is leading towards Setsuna Road basically. But we had either Koharu Road or Setsuna Road in this option, I think. Okay, phone call.
どうしたんだ杉浦。もしかして終電行っちゃったか。
So we get phone call from her, okay. Oh, she's going to... Oh yeah, because she's going to the train station?
あ、先輩。いえ、終電にはまだ10分もあるんですけど。
お金が足りないとか。
So she found...
東口
So last time, oh yeah, because we went together with Koharu to the train station and we found Setsuna. Now it's Koharu who found Setsuna and she's calling us to tell us that she's here. Okay, I see.
はい、東口です。今すぐ来てください。
そんな慌てなくても。ここからなら歩いて5分もかからずに。
小木曽のお姉さん見つけました。今改札のところにいるんですよ。
Thanks, Koharu.
鷲尾行き最終電車まもなく
This is the part we know. Machine scene is now. It's not actually before. Okay, never mind then. So what should we do here? It's not that simple, or I have already moved on. I don't know how much it matters, but I like to do choices I never did before. I mean, I did twice this one because I tried to hard like aim for one road, I guess. Maybe I would just pick like whatever is different this time. You know what? Yeah, like we've been like trapped all this time, and like we said like it's not that simple to just let go. Let's just try and tell her that we have already moved on. I mean, we're not aiming for Setsuna Road. So we can as well tell that hey, we moved on, so let's just do that, I guess.
もう終わった
Let's see what happens.
今の俺には関係ありません。
Like, we're going to like detach ourselves from Kazusa and Setsuna. Let's see like if like this will work somehow. That's why even though I didn't intend to admit to everything, I've decided to stop denying all of it as well. I've simply stopped wearing that hollow smile. Without averting my gaze from Mari's eyes, I found the word I was looking for.
現象的には終わったとしても心情的に終わってるとは言えないだろ
That's why Mari-san isn't nearly as interested in what I had to say in comparison to the expression I said in with. So she continued with the topic yet again.
私の経験から忠告しといてやるけど仕事に逃げても無駄だぞ
Ooh, wow. Wow. That's advice he needed before. Yep. Like for past two roads. I mean like common road, I guess. Like with common ending, whatever, and Koharu Road, yeah. The escape through work. Alison watches now carried two important bits of information. It doesn't seem like she realized that herself either.
そんな風に逃避で仕事や勉強頑張ったって結局その結果は質の差として現れるんだからな
Okay. After all, Marison sounded certain of what she said. The way she worded it left no room for me to form the counter-argument.
仕事に本気にならないと仕事は本気で答えてくれないんだからな
Damn. The reason she's so sure of her words is most likely because she worked harder than anybody ever had before. To see the accumulation of all that experience is what she's drawing these firm conclusions from.
でそれは男と女に関しても
What?
やっぱり同じ法則が当てはまってたな
Why it feels like... Okay, so... This peak is... for... Mari points? It feels like this then? Huh. Okay. She sounded a little less certain in what she said just now. It almost feels like I have some room for the rebuttal
だ
now.
からどっちにしか全力でいられないなら片方を切り捨てるべきなんだけど
Wow, what a good advice. Well, as I thought, she doesn't seem to have the same overwhelming amount of experience in this area as she does with
け
working.
どその前にまずどっちも一生懸命やれないか試してみたっていいんじゃないのかやったことないだろ
What are you suggesting? Wait, what? Wait, what? I'm confused. Wait, what? What do you mean? Only now I noticed the flash of red across Mari's face. Yeah, this is point for her road. Okay, I see. What do you mean? Don't give them both. What?
とにかく私が言いたいことはだな
It sounds like she is well aware that the words she's using right now are words that she isn't used to saying.
辛い恋したからって仕事に逃げるなそんなんじゃ仕事が変わり
Compared to the job itself. Wow.
何か言えよ
いい人ですね、マリさん。
A week ago, I might have shouted, "Don't touch me!" just now, just like a certain pianist would. In my heart, of course.
やっちゃった気がするけどな今の私は相当に恥ずかしい
1週間もすれば忘れますよ。俺が蒸し返さない限り。
But
忘れろよ
さあ、
there's a Japan saying that goes, "The flow the river carries on unceasingly. The water is no longer what it once was."
私はなお前が思っているよ
Yeah, this is definitely
お前のことを心配しているつもりだ
choice for Mari Road. Damn. Okay.
マリさん。
As it's already been a week since then, I'm no longer who I was the week before
お
either.
前には見どころがあるだから潰れてほしくない無理をしてほしくない
I want to see you.
この仕事は
Okay.
罰とか義務だと思ってほしくないんだよ
Okay, she's nice.
感謝してます。結構本気で。
That's why, just like how certain pianists changed as well, my hollow green has since changed to a gentler smile.
そうだこれあげる
Okay, maybe I should not blindly pick basically whatever choice I did not pick before. I will pick the other choices anyway, sooner or later. Because if I want to... Because I said in the beginning I would like to go for Chiaki Road for the lazy one. Like, if I pick, like, different choices just because they were not picked, I may end up on Mari Road. I mean, I'm fine with this, but I would like to try Chiaki first. But we'll see.
またですか?
Maybe I will just, yeah.
なんだその言い方。
いや、だって
She hands me a keychain with some sort of doll attached to it. You could probably find one of those in souvenir shops anywhere around the world. It's not something that would make the recipient overjoyed, but at the same time, it will make them get any weird ideas either. It's just a plain, handcrafted gift.
この間の悪趣味なお土産とは違うぞ。私の一番のお気に入りなんだ。
この間の悪趣味なお土産と同じく嫌がらせのつもりじゃなかったんですか?
I think that really warrants a drastic reaction.
そもそも何ですこれ? タコ、いや、イソギンチャク?
It has to be some kind of the deep sea creature. This is just supposed to be her favorite piece. Also, one second, I need to check something. Okay, I'm back. I've prepared something. So, it's been like... I was thinking about this before. I don't know if I said this on my first playthrough. But look at this image here. I refuse to believe this is not a reference. I literally refuse. Look at that. We have like colors of red here, right? You can think of an apple with this. We have a blue as a sky. And also this outfit and the hairstyle kind of is familiar to someone. I refuse to believe that this is not a reference to Holophone for Spice and Wolf. I somehow just do not believe this is not a reference. This is literally like... I can just like, I don't know, like... take this picture and put it here and it's going to be pretty much the same. Just like make... you know, like that. Look at that. This is pretty much the same. I refuse, that's not the reference. But yeah, let's continue. You can let me know in the comments if you also thought about this while you were reading. Also, this guy is probably also a reference. And I may think about something. 1 second. Let me just find quick picture. Okay, maybe not. I thought this is the reference to the movie called Pulp Fiction, but I don't think it is. I thought it's a bit similar, but no, I don't think that's that. Anyway, Hollow just like was like #1 spot I thought about. Let's just continue. Okay.
よくわからないけど、造形が良かったから。
まさか、ありがたくいただきますよ。あまり何度も見たりはしないですが。
Yep. To think should give me a passionate talk about the part-timer. How should I put it? Despite her workaholic nature, she still does show a certain human side of her now and then.
さてと、それじゃ仕事に戻る。北原はもう今日。
少しくらい残るのはいいでしょ。浜田さんの方、明日校了だって言ってたし。
勝手にしろ。勝手にしたら。
Sorry. It's given me the determination to give it my all, even if it's only a part-time job. In a sense, she's a very important person in my life. Having finally corrected her 4th stone at the last second, Mari finished her break and returned to her battlefield. So, if I will like aim for Mari Road, I will have to pick this because I will have like picked both already. So I need to remember this. But yeah.
おい、青年。
はい。
Okay. But on her way back, she turns around again, as if remembering something.
恋の傷は恋で癒せよ。仕事なんかに頼るな。
え？
What if I will actually do Mari Road first? Okay.
以上。
I wonder, like, if in her past she's been hurt in love because of work. Like, she's maybe she's been married even, and because she's been such a workaholic and stuff, like she lost the person she was with or something. But if that's kind of backstory is here. Also, how old is she?
あ、
At the last moment, she says something she's probably regretting right about now. Passionate, full of youth, and above all loud.
はい。
And so I find myself unable to move from where I stand for a bit, because if I were to head back to the office right now, Marisa would almost certainly throw unreasonable amounts of work on me due to her embarrassment. Most likely. Okay. And I think now we can skip. Oh. Wait, that's new. Oh, we have rumors. Wait, did she heard her talking to us and...
春樹さ、月曜ゼミに来なかったよ。
That's how rumors spread.
私ずっと待ってたのに。
Suzuki said that Mari just confessed, so she thought like there's discussion here, like giving us the keychain and some advice and stuff. It was a confession. Oh my god, this is how the rumor starts. Oh wow. Yeah, that's bad. Also, didn't like Suzuki was the one in the digital novel of Koharu, which I read before this episode. Didn't she also mention that Mari been like about to be married or something? I don't remember, but was it? There was something about marriage or something. Was that just Suzuki again, like just spreading rumors? But anyway, back to Chiaki. So the rumors in school in Koharu already started, it seems. At least like not as severe as before, but like the common road rumors, I would say. But yeah, anyway, let's see. What do we have here? Okay, I found out what about this is about. Okay, so we can like help her study basically, or we can go and work choreograph. So once again, now when I'm aware of this choice here, we're going to do the same as last time, because I still think about doing Chiaki first. Like I said in the beginning, we are going after the one that Koharu warned us about to not go after. So yeah, we'll just go do this, because if we're going to do this, I'm sorry, but let's do it tomorrow. We're going to choreograph, and we're going to meet with Mari, I assume, and it's going to be like follow up to her story. So we're just going to help her with studies.
じゃあ、これ終わったら一緒に。
Yep. Also, we had this like little scene with like almost kissing Chiaki, basically. Like she said, like she liked to be pampered and stuff. Okay, so now what was that? Oh yeah, the last train. Last time we let her go in both walkthroughs, it seems. We never talked to her more. So it's going to be the second night when she stays with us, I guess, because she's going to miss the train. Last time we just told her to go away, so I will talk to her this time a little bit more. Let's see. It's 11:55 p.m. right now, and I'm 80% done, I think. So, I'm sorry, I don't think I'll be able to finish the paper today, or rather I'm certain that I won't. I'm sure I'll have to work through the night too. I won't be able to reply to your texts for a little while, sorry. So, we had a lot of leeway in regards to the theme of the paper, so it's certainly a piece of cake, like you said. But I might have beaten off more than I can chew. So if we like let Chiaki go, we would have time to actually finish the paper, and then we send a text that hey, we're done with paper, like we did it. So the other choice is basically for a Setsuna road, I think, in this situation. So if I will do in the future Setsuna road, then I assume I'm going to have to go for Chiaki road and pick Setsuna options or something. Anyway, thinking way too ahead. I ended up wanting to put this and that into my paper, and before I knew it, I'd already put a ridiculous amount of content in. Can you believe I'm the same guy that's always trying to tell others to act within their limits? You don't know your limits, Haruki. Anyway, I will stop here for now. I will work hard to become worthy of you congratulatory text tomorrow morning with Setsuna. Also, by the way, fun fact, if you are not watching my playlist of Rewrite, I recently started calling Kotaro from Rewrite Haruki. I don't know why. Like, they kinda blended a few times for me. Like, suddenly I started calling him Haruki. It's been like 2 or 3 episodes, I think. I have no idea why. They're like totally different. Actually, if I don't have it finished by tomorrow, I will probably not be able to advance to the next year. Good night and tomorrow for sure.
ごめん、せつな。
No matter how much time passes, people always tend to ramble on and on whenever they're trying to lie. That much is a fact. I was supposed to use these texts to bring us back together, yet I'm using them to betray Setsuna once again. I guess I really can't stay with Setsuna.
さてと、今回のラブラブメッセージはと。
Both of you! Don't mind. Damn!
ああ、こら、見せなさいって、春樹の恥ずかしいメール。
恥ずかしいって分かってんなら覗くな。
They're covered in buff towel, but I can clearly see them swaying back and forth. Oh yeah, 100%.
あ
We are cooking
あ、
here.
しちゃダメだってば。
That's something you did not experience with Koharu.
お前は隠せよ、泉。
Does this woman always make a joke out of all my moments of regarding conflict?
ああ、気持ちよかった。春樹も早く入っておいでよ。乾杯は出るまで待っててあげる。
いいよ、勝手に始めてろ。俺は飲まないから。
Okay.
なんで？せっかく長きにわたる戦いに終止符が打たれたのに、春樹ってばもう次の戦いに思いを馳せ。
もうちょっと話すとは約束したが、飲みながらなんて一言も言ってない。
I think like Haruki is self-aware that he may go very bold when he's drunk or something. I mean, at the same time, he probably remembers the hot springs. Probably at this point, like drinking while in bath towels and stuff. I mean, they were in yukatas, but later they end up together in the bath. But yeah, I think like he might have like slightly remember subconsciously this, and he thinks like something weird may happen if like he drinks. Especially that she's going to be drunk as well.
お酒も飲まなかったらやること一つしかなくない？
ああ、会話だよな。覗くなよ。
Wow, yeah, he had to say this. You never know with Chiaki, you never know. But for a moment, and just a little bit, I feel like I couldn't bring myself to make Izumi go home for whatever reason. Okay. She's unpredictable. I have no idea what the fuck Chiaki can do. This might be like, you know, the most...
なんだよね。ちょうど大学に受かった頃。
Why are you so serious suddenly? I was about to say that it's going to be the most fun road, and at the same time, the most lewd road, probably. Like, judging like from Chiaki behavior so far. Like, she's going to tease him so much. I swear, like... Her parents divorced right before she entered university. Oh, we have some backstory for Shaki. Okay. That's why she doesn't like
その頃になるとさ
her home, I guess.
強がり抜きで私も子供じゃなかったし
It's not really anything that's rare, nor it is anything that's shocking. Something you could find anywhere in the world.
どうでもよくはなかったけど絶対に嫌だとか私を捨てるんだとかそこまで思い込めるほどでもなくってさ
I can't say if that's a good thing or bad thing, but regardless, the world is still spinning and children are still growing older.
実際今でも父さんとはそこそこうまくやってる月1くらいであってご飯食べるくらいだけど
Okay. Well, it's your choice. If I recall, you are the one that doesn't want to go home. So this is weird that you say you are on good terms, but you see him like once a month. It's kind of contradiction itself, I think. I mean, I guess when you're adults and you're living somewhere else, then you do not spend as much time together with your family anymore. I guess if you live in different places, but she's in university, like... Yeah, it just doesn't fit. Izumi says she's living with her mother right now. Oh. Okay, that's also new.
けど私の親権を手に入れた方とはなんだかだんだん歯車が変わらなくなっちゃってきてさ
Oh, that's why. Okay, so you legally cannot go more than once a month to him. Okay. This is so weird. Why you end up like this? I guess like you had no say to with who you want to stay with, I guess. Still, while she addressed her father properly, she seems to utilize all sorts of roundabout ways to refer to her mother.
親同士がさ私の目の前で顔を合わせるたびきつい喧嘩をしてた時は不倫とか会社のことどうだとかって話も父さんがあまり帰ってきてなかったせいで普通に信じられちゃったんだよね
Okay.
そっか。
それがさ離婚した後自分の旦那とやり合ってた分のエネルギーが全部こっちに来てみたらさうざいのこれがほんと際限なくうざい
Yeah, okay. That explains why she doesn't want to go home if she's living with her mother, okay. So she legally cannot meet with her father more than once a month, I think. That's the issue here. Damn, this is so fucked up.
泉。
コンパで遅くなったら1時間問い詰められて男の子から電話がかかってきたらどういう関係か一から説明させられて
Damn. The little incidents involving her mother that Izumi is telling me about just keep getting more and more twisted.
別に過保護だった歴史もないのにこっちに隙があると危機として噛みついてくる多分向こうはそんなこと思ってないんだろうけどこうもしつこいとこっちはそう感じちゃうんだよね
But aren't you like Haruki? Like, you're like 20 or something. You can't just like start living like in a place where your father is, right? You don't have to stay in your mother's house anymore. Like, you can like legally actually go away. Like, you are not a kid anymore. So why stay with her? I'm confused here. If this is so bad, why would you rather stay with your mother here than go to your father? I'm confused on Shaki's perspective and situation here. Maybe I just don't understand something? Probably. These twisted thoughts of hers have no way of straightening themselves out. They can only string together one twisted thought onto another and further deform beyond repair.
離婚の時のこと考えちゃうんだよねそりゃ父さんも出ていくわって
In the end, the daughter that decided to unconcern herself with it all, the mother who couldn't do anything other than regret her daughter's decision, formed the relationship you could find anywhere in the world.
人は正反対だ。
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
ハルキンとこは親と仲いいんだ
いいかどうかわからないな。
Yeah.
何しろこの1年
Reminder of Haruki backstory, which I'm constantly forgetting about.
実家遠いの？あれ？でも春樹って付属。
こっから2駅歩いたって行ける距離だな。
あんたなんで一人暮らししてんの？
部屋借りられるくらいは稼いでるから。
そういう意味で聞いてるんじゃん。
お前はさ、もし十分稼ぎがあっても今の生活続けるつもりなのか？
そういうことね。
Yeah. But like I said, like even if she doesn't have money to live alone, like Haruki, like she can always change a house. She's not bounded to her mother house, right? Okay, I think like the other problem I didn't thought about is a distance. Maybe actually her father is living like very far away and it's going to be like very difficult for her to attend to university if she goes there. Yeah, okay, that would be actually a probable cause of this. That's why she cannot change the home. I think that's what's happening here. So she have no choice basically at this point.
だから北条大夫に受かろうがテストでトップを取ろうが親から褒められたことはなく。
私は褒められるべき成績取ったことないからあんたの言ってることが理解しにくいけど、
Of
ね、
course.
うちの大学受かってるくせに。
あれは奇跡だった。うん、あの時だけは絶賛されてもよかったな。
She was like very hesitant in her voice here.
それどころじゃなくなってたけど。
That was kind of weird how she said that.
あれは
She
奇跡
had
だった。
gasp air here.
あの時だけは絶賛されてもよかったな。
It feels like she somehow cheated her way in
なくなってたけど。
or something, you know? Let's think
Ma,
full apart,
そ
okay.
んなこんなで最初のイベントだけはほとんど同じだったけどそこからの分岐が結構違うんだな俺たち。
Our initial conditions were the same, and even the feeling we harbor towards our parents are roughly identical. But the difference between how emotionally distanced we are is staggering.
それでも結果だけはそんなに変わってないのが笑えるよね。
そこが笑いどころなのか判断に苦しむけど
We are not mini Haruki though. But it's just the same as Izumi says. It doesn't matter if it's near or far. If the distance isn't exactly what it should be, the end result will be the same.
春樹はさ、どっちがいい？近すぎる距離と遠すぎる距離のさ。
What a very vague and specific question.
その2つは究極の選択だろう。
But even
で
so,
もさ、ほどほどがいいなんてなんか人間として小さい発言っぽくない？
生まれた時から俺は小さいんだよ。だから地道にやっていくしかなかったの。
岡山のボンボンのくせに。
I'm only realizing it now, but I think I might have said too much today.
それだけは話すんじゃなかった。ネタにするのは月1回までにしとけよ。
全面禁止にしないんだ。
Wow.
守れない目標設定なんてするだけ無駄だ。
But I mean, what was I supposed to do?
本情に感謝すべきか、過小評価を怒るべきか。
人に感謝なんかしたことないくせに。
After all, this woman who's lying on my bed and staring at me before my very eyes has told me as much about herself already.
ならお望み通り怒る。春樹ってひどい男。
ひどい人間といえ、お前に男っぽい悪さをした記憶はない。
Having elaborately explained the history of her family without hiding anything whatsoever, I'm starting to feel conscious about the slight unfairness of it all.
つまりこれからするんだ。
Damn, of course Chiaki going to say something like this. Damn,
おや
of
す
course.
俺、次の日に何も予定がなくても6時半には起きるから。ついでに人を寝かせておくような思いやりもないから。
Now that I think about it, when was the last time I even talked to someone about myself?
私、ここ数年6時台に起きたことないよ。
Wow.
小学生以来のラジオ体操だってできるぞ。よかったな。
Wow. Wow.
ああ、ちょっと待ってて。あのさ、 寝る前に確認。
Okay. If I recall correctly, I told that girl, which is why I couldn't keep it secret from her.
なんだよもう。俺半分寝かけ。
寝つき良すぎだよそれって。
10秒以内に話せ。そろそろ意識が閉じる。
Okay.
あのさ、レポート終わっちゃったけど、私がここに来てもいい理由。
So you're gonna ask if you can come here anyway? Oh. These days from 3 years ago coming back to me yet again?
でも、また遊びに来てもいい？
今度はちゃんと帰れよ。
I must have cleared countless unthinkable milestones back in those days.
うん、帰る。始発までには帰っちゃう。
やっぱ来るなお前。
Wow. When will I finally be able to put those broken fragments of my memories back together again, I wonder? In the end, even though I made such a firm declaration, it was already noon by the time Izumi and I managed to wake up. Mostly because her wanting to make sure of something ended up leading us into reminiscing about our childhoods. Huh. By the time I could finally close my eyes after making sure Izumi was asleep as well, the winter sky had already been lit up by the morning sun, and it was already far past the time I usually wake up. Okay. Izumi lazed around in my room some more after that, eating the lunch I made and even stealing some of my shirt too. Of course. She's going to be fun to be around with. Wow. This is going to be hilarious. It wasn't until the sky had been soaked in crimson that she finally left my apartment. Thanks to Izumi, my long-awaited day off came to an end before I knew it. My cheerful parting words of what's a valuable waste of time that was felt utterly superficial. I wonder if I'll be able to feel the same way. Okay. So we learned about
皆さんおはようございます。
Chiaki's childhood now. Like, I mean, not childhood per se, but her circumstances, basically, with her family. And that we are pretty much, like, similar in the terms of our backstories. Like, not exactly, but kind of similar. Okay, let's just skip once again. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know if this choice matters at this point. I think this choice mostly is about Koharu and Setsuna once again. So it's not going to interfere with whatever I want to try to do now. So do whatever you want, there's no way I'll be fine with that. There's no way that I'll be fine with that is going to push Koharu Road, I think. Do whatever you want is more for Setsuna Road. Or like neutral in general. So let's try and do whatever you want, I think. I think I'm going to try to gain points basically in choices that matters with Chiaki. And in others I would try to find the one that does not involve the other road. So let's try and do whatever you want. So we're going to get teased basically here, yep. Okay, and now we have a phone call from Chiaki at the party, right? So you should come here after all, and I will head over right now. This is the part where I said, like, I have flashbacks from Kazusa Road, basically. Like, she's definitely just outside and just calling us. So yeah, I think this is, like, one of the most important choice. I think, like, this peak, basically, last time, locked us away from Chiaki Road at all. So, obviously, we'll head over to Chiaki right now.
じゃあ今から30分後、御宿の東口改札で。
いいんだね。
この前おごるって約束したからな。
春樹。
Okay. All of us must realize it by now. The promise I made back then, when Izumi ended up staying at my place, had already become
今
meaningless.
度はすっぽかすなよ。俺さっき1時間近く待ったんだからな。
さっきのは。分かった。絶対に行くよ。
Okay. But we didn't bring it up, because nobody would end up be happy that
それ
way.
じゃあ後で。
Okay. Neither of us would be, in any case. That sounds ominous. Oh! We are actually at the bar, holy crap.
ほらグッと言ってグッと
Yo! I like this place. Let's go. Okay, Chuck, you're my best bud right now, holy fuck. Let's go. That's cool.
おう。
バーテンさんマンハッタンおかわり
いきなり店の雰囲気ぶち壊すな。
The Parizumi and I end up going to... It's different from the pub I was earlier. It's a shot bar with a very nice atmosphere. Well, it's supposed to be, but Izumi acting like just another pub. Wow.
春樹もガンガン行きなよどうせあんたのおごりなんだし
俺はさっきまでしこたま飲んできたんだよ。つうか、本気で俺に全部おごらせ。
100%. And this is expensive stuff. Maybe we should talk a bit more about that invalidated promise? Although I'm half worried about that, the other half of me actually feels relieved.
本当お疲れあと悪かったね無理
後で俺の言い訳を伝授しとくからな。先輩たちに聞かれたとき、ちゃんと口裏合わせろよ。
Okay.
大丈夫だってどうせこれで年明けまで大学行かないし
So you count that everyone will forget? If Izumi was still feeling down like she sounded on the phone earlier, I'd be having trouble deciding how to cheer her up right now. But this just ended up becoming another typical drinking party. Yeah, but why she was feeling down? I need to dig into this. An unfair drinking party where Izumi is complaining as she continues drinking despite me being the one who's sponsoring all the snacks and drinks. I don't need to think about such trivial things. I'll just go along with her and get my wallet sucked dry, then unwind by lecturing her. That's right. After all, this is how we always do things. Okay.
なあ、泉。
There's a new glass in front of me. Every time I finish my drink, Izumi orders another one for me without even asking for my confirmation. She wants us to get drunk as fuck. Jesus. And before my breaks even kick in, I'm already done with the next glass. Or perhaps I'm at fault too.
ん
On the other hand, Izumi is probably approaching her limit because just a while ago, she put a cherry of her cocktail mix in her mouth without finishing the drink. I mean, so, if I want to catch up on the same amount she drank, I still need to have at least 2 more drinks. She's so
お
fast.
前さ、学園時代
She can
どん
drink
なやつだっ
though,
たわけ？
it seems. Damn.
なんでそんなこと聞くの
別にいきなりじゃないだろう。前から何度か聞いてたと思うけど。
I mean, she said she never had a good score, so she was lazy. Just like now. It all started with the high school paper. It was about the folklore from the area far to the north. Just looking for information on that kind of subject is extremely difficult. It's also a very uncommon theme for a student to work on. It's not natural for me to really wonder how someone as lazy and slow-witted as Izumi would ever be able to complete such a paper. Actually, a good point, Haruki. I forgot about what her paper was, but now when you mention this, yeah, that kinda contradicts with her easygoing nature. But on the other hand, you know how the saying is that the lazy people are actually very talented or smart? They're just lazy as fuck and they don't care about learning stuff. So they can do things and they could do better, but they have bad scores and stuff just because they're lazy. They just review the material day before the exam or something and just go by. But if they would be not lazy, they would be high scorers basically. And that would be easy for them. I think she might be a case like this. No, what's truly rude is how thoughts come to my mind so naturally, isn't it?
確か都立だったよな。 どこだっけ？
東有川？
ああ、千葉に近い方？
Why you question that? Wait, why'd she raise her tone at the end there? Yeah,
話してもいいけどさ、別につまんないよ。
interesting.
お前と話しててつまらないと思ったことないよ。
Huh. Ah, she's surprised about this.
ごめん。
So she thinks of herself as the boring person, I assume. Izumi's shoulder flinched a little just now, I think. I don't think my reply though, so I may have overreacted to her weird response.
うん、結構嬉しいかも。謝ろっか？
いや、別に。
Wow, she just countered. On the counter, Izumi placed her right hand on my left hand. She just countered Haruki apology. Haruki would like already be apologizing to anyone else, and she's like, what apology? Oh wait, no. I should like stop recording. I cannot even take context of the sentence and of the dialogue now. I need to, okay, I will cut and take a little break because this is hot as fuck. She doesn't mean like if Haruki wants to apologize, it's if he wants apology. Want an apology. Okay. My right hand. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just finish this scene and we'll end the episode. I think I recorded enough. Because this is actually new stuff. And we got a little bit of Mari part as well. Anyway, but this is just another one of Izumi's usual pranks. She just mess around with me, whenever it be with a light pinch or a scratch with her nail. And I can't tell if she's trying to be intimate or if she's just playing a prank. Like I said, like her road is going to be fun and lewd at the same time. Like 100%. This is going to be a ride. That's why I didn't overreact to it. It's not a touch between members of the opposite sex, but simply between friends. I'm expecting her to say something along the lines of 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war. Or wanna see who has a bigger palm? Any moment now.
なあ、泉。
謝ろっか？
She wants you to say yes? I assume?
いや、謝らなくてもいいけど、意図を説明してほしいな。
なんとなく春樹をいじってみたくて。
Yeah, of course.
そう。
I had believed that was the extent of our relationship. But something feels different? Yeah. She's drunk and getting courage. No way like she's going to confess now. Is she? The way our hands are touching seems different than usual. Rather than the way she's touching me in particular is...
どこにでもいる普通の女の子だったよ。
Okay.
都立の時代の私。何春樹、自分で聞いたことすっかり忘れて。
Been distracted by the two big problems I had in my eyes.
別に。
Izumi hand is moving differently than usual.
学校の中じゃ目立たなくて。だから同じ学年の子にも覚えててもらえなかったり。
Very silent still. Then. So she's been actually different in previously than she's now in the university. Right? Actually no, she's also silent and easygoing now. Yeah, okay. She's not pinching or scratching me, and she's not challenging me to a thumb war or comparing hand size either. So she's been like just alone in high school, and in the university she got to have some friends, I guess, but mostly, well, she's still the same, but she's like learned to how to like interact with others in one way or another. At least like towards Haruki. I don't know how she actually works with other people. Yeah, maybe she's actually still the same. Just Haruki's special case. She's just keeping her hand on the back of mine. Her smile smooth and soft hand. The grip is stronger than it usually is. Perhaps she is not bothering to make sure I'm not embarrassed or hesitant this time. I have a feeling like we are already locked, like totally locked on Chiaki Road at this point. Do we have any other choices after this? Oh wait, we still didn't have the Setsuna in the hotel. Yeah. Still, she's not being rougher than she usually is. She's actually being more gentle. Rather though, she also brings more forward with the way she's touching me. So I can shake off her hand as if it's bothering me like I usually do. I'm feeling both troubled and embarrassed, but I also feel a slight sense of security and acceptance of the current situation. Very interesting. That Jackie works like that on him.
部活はそれなりにやってたかな。
So he's embarrassed but at the same time feels secure. Huh. Interesting. Usually Haruki would not feel secure from something like this because he's still remembering Setsu and Kazusa. He would feel like this is like very wrong and bad and everything. But he feels secure. Interesting.
へえ。
結構なもんだったんだよ。3年の時には賞ももらったんだから。
Okay.
そりゃすごいな。何部に入ってた？
じゃあね、当ててみて。
I have no idea. Some sport club or something?
ヒント。
My number of drinks catches up with Izumi's? Maybe like literature or something? She stares at my expression with the red eyes unabashedly.
ヒントね。じゃあ。
Plucking the stem out of the cherry she had been licking for a while, Izumi then daintily places it in her mouth with her fingers.
それに何の意味があるんだ？
I'm confused. As she narrows her lips, enveloping her own fingers, the faintest sound of saliva can be heard. Oh my god! Wow, Jack is something else. Okay, yep, okay.
こんなでどう？
What? How is that a hint?
口の中で結ぼうってのか？
What? Instead of replying, Izumi nods and starts moving her mouth slowly while continuing to stare at me.
それができるとどうなんだ？
こういうのが役に立つ部だったんだよ。ほら、よく見てみ。
What the fuck was that club? It sounds like you want Haruki's hot dog. What the fuck is happening? Is she speaking? Izumi opens her mouth halfway, moving her tongue around as she starts tying the knot.
さて、答えは？
What the hell? It's impressive though.
え？ごめん。部活だったよな。
Because of the fact that Izumi is speaking with a lisp, I couldn't hear it correctly. No, that's not it.
合唱部。
ブブー。
The way she looks, her voice, her breath, and the sound she's making with her tongue are all too much for me to bear. Yeah, holy shit, like she's different. She's built different. I knew she's going to tease him and stuff because of her personality, but holy crap, this is like another level.
それならまさか軽音楽部とか。
ブブー。
She sticks out her pink tongue from her small mouth with a slightly pained expression and let out a sigh.
わかった。演劇部だ。あの連中も発声練習よくやってるもんな。
ブブー。
I never thought this kind of seductiveness would be coming from Izumi. Both the liquor and her hot sweat are rushing out of my body. And the hot sweat are rushing out of my body. Oh my god! I totally expected her to be something like this. Maybe not like that, but yeah.
降参もういいだろ
I can only tragically surrender due to my inability to acquire any more clues, largely due to the fact that I'm unable to even look Izumi directly in the eye.
前にも言っただろ勉強ばっかで
What club was
興
that?
味なかったって
You can't just skip the answer for this.
それは聞いたけどね。
Why you skip the answer? There was no club at all, isn't there? Like she was just doing this on purpose. There was no club like this. She just made it on purpose to tease Haruki. After I lost the quiz, our conversation naturally shifted to what was Haruki like in high
ク
school.
ラス委員とか学園祭実行委員とか裏実行委員とか裏方ばっかで面白いネタなんか何も
裏実行委員ってなんか面白そうだよ。どんなことすんの？
別に大したことはしてないけど付属のミスコン大会の運営会
Up
で
and we're back to Setsuna now.
ミス北条大夫ってあれだよね。ミス北条の予備選って言われてるけど下手すると本家よりもレベルが高いっていう。
Okay.
いや俺ただの実行委員だったから世間の評判はよく知らないし
そっか、それでか。春樹の女の子を見る目が妙に超えてるのは。
俺がいつそんなエピソードを披露した
That's why I allow Izumi to believe that the alcohol is loosening my tongue, so that we can return to square one and lightheartedly enjoy each other's company.
それで春樹が委員やってた頃は誰が優勝したの？その子と親しかった？
You don't even know.
泉の知らない子だよ
She
確か
does know
こ
her.
の大学にいるけど俺も詳しくは
So Haruki still here. He still doesn't know that Jackie answered phone call with Setsuna. No, he knows, right? At this point. So why he said that you don't know her? Unless he's just playing dumb. Yeah, Haruki may play dumb here. He's just like, hey, you don't know her. Like, even though Jackie knows about Setsuna, Haruki doesn't have to tell her, hey, that was Setsuna who won. Yeah, okay. I don't believe it either. Yeah. See, I'm only playing pretend, yeah. It doesn't mean that I'm exposing everything inside my heart.
ねえ、付き合ったりしなかったの？裏実行委員の特権を利用してとか。
そういうのは思いっきり選挙違反だろ
And the reason why I quit the community halfway.
ああ、そういえばさ、ギターいつ頃までやってたの？ほら、部屋に飾ってあったやつ。
When you were playing the guitar. Yeah, there is a guitar in his apartment.
忘れた
Yep. A reminder of the hard times and the fun times at the same time. No matter how hard I try to hide my feelings within my heart, I can still resist my reflexive answers to her questions. In order to keep them hidden, I'm incapable of either blaming her for it or complaining about it. Also, I just realized that if Haruki's still having somewhere in his room the ring for Setsuna, I think like it's going to be used in Setsuna Road. I think like if like we manage to get to Setsuna Road past the like common end, I guess, then Haruki is going to be like, hey, you know, like back in times I got you something, and then he's going to give it like to her and stuff, or something like that. Anyway, yeah, I think like it's not going to be used until the Setsuna Road at all. Perhaps sensing my hesitation, Izumi once again stares at me intently. That's why I'm pretending that I'm not hiding anything, pretending that nothing happened and avoiding her eyes.
あのさ、春樹、
なんだよ
あんた、さっきからちっとも私の方を見ないよね。
Okay.
Eh?
But the only one who fell for the act, I put up with myself.
いっつも 人と話すときは相手の顔を見て喋れって偉そうに説教。
それは悪い。
Come to think of it, I really haven't looked at Izumi's face for a while now, I think.
どうしたの？そろそろ酔った？
わからない。
Because I can still feel
そ
it.
ろそろ帰る？家まで送ってこっか。
She's planning. She's planning.
やめと。
She has plans.
そのまま止まられそうだ。
She's going to crush you, probably. With boulders. In order to see my face, Izumi lays her head on the counter and stares at me up close.
春樹ってテレパシー使い？
やっぱりかよ。
She leans over her stool and uses her soft warm body to lean against my flank. Her breathing is almost reaching my chin, and the sound from her lips and tongue make it seem like she's licking my right ear. As she looks up at me with those shiny eyes, her gaze peers right through my eyes, as if trying to invite me.
どうした？
結べた。さくらんぼの茎。
It's okay. Good job. That's actually impressive.
あ、そりゃおめでと
記念にあげる。
う。いるかそんなの。
My misunderstanding and delusion is completely cut off by Izumi's light-hearted joke.
出よか。私もそろそろ終電やばいし。
I like how she balanced on this. Like, she's like hot and at the same time playful. Like, what the hell?
ああ、
どうしたの？
なんでもない。
You don't want to go for the last train. But even my delusion was wild beyond belief. What excuse am I supposed to make up for the fact that our hands were clasped tightly for so long? Damn.
寒いね。
This is still the same. Okay.
うん。
冷えるね。
あ
意味同じだね。
あ、そうだな。
It's just as Izumi says, despite how much we drank, we can feel the chillness in the air both on our skin and our body temperatures.
ねえ、春樹は冬休みどうするの？
またか。
前にも聞いたっけ？同じこと。
気のせいかも。
Okay. As I enter the platform to send Izumi off, the cold air that pierces through my skin and turns my breath into the white mist instantly sobers me up. But in this coldness, there's one place that doesn't lose its warmth. That's my right hand, wrapped around by Izumi's left hand. Wait, they're still holding hands?
別に
Even now?
会おうとか遊ぼうとか私の方からは誘わないけどさ。でもまあ異様に暇だったり心がどうにも落ち着かなくなっちゃったりした時には遠慮なく呼び出してくれていい。
To be honest, like, to some degree, Chiaki feels like Setsuna. You know? Like, the way she behaves and like she basically managed to make Haruki to just keep holding her hand and stuff. Like, you can feel that she's like good at manipulating people. And Setsuna is as well. They kinda give me very similar vibes. Not exactly the same, but kind of.
Izumi.
As always, the way she makes sure there's still a little distance between us, despite being so close to me, feels quite nice.
6番線
She knows what she's doing.
が参ります。ご注意ください。
That's why the fact that the train will be there soon, the reality that will make my body lose this warmth, makes me feel very pained and worried.
春樹のお望みの私が相手するよ。親友でも悪友でもそれとも
Wow. She's good. Holy crap. I love it. I'm worried about something terrible. I'm worried that I will betray someone again, that no one will be happy again, that I will make the worst possible choice yet again.
それじゃ、
あ
春樹？
あ
Yeah.
ごめん
It was then that I arrived at the worst, most deplorable answer.
そうだよね。
違う
Izumi draws her body close to my chest. It's the only thing she can do.
しばらく会えないもんね。
Oh? What do you mean? Wait, what?
泉
Why? Because our hands are clasped together so tightly I couldn't shake her off even if I wanted to.
春樹ってばさ。
いや俺
I no longer require the sight of Izumi that's completely unfeminine. I no longer have to rely on her to repel other women like I did in the past. But now I can finally be my true self again, and slowly become capable of dealing with women like I used to in the past.
冗談だよな
Huh. Oh! Oh!
ドアが閉まります。ご注意ください。
Okay, I don't expect it to go that far. Yo, what? Wait, this is so early. What? But why? Why can I accept Izumi's feminine side now? Is it because that I say is Izumi's feminine side? Is that what I truly desire? But why? After all, Yo, what?
冗談だけどね。
Okay, she did not kiss him. Oh my god, what is this situation? This is... Okay. You can't do this. Like... What?
だよな
Oh my god. Haruki was so ready to accept this. Who initiated that? Chucky initiated that, right? Yeah. He was so ready to accept this. You can't just back off like that. Oh my god. Okay, that's just insane. I did not expect it to this to happen. What the fuck?
いい加減にしろこの半人前お前何年この仕事で飯食ってんだ
Okay, is this something that we've read already? Yeah, we can skip that. Okay, so we're still like in the common road or something, I guess. Okay, so now we have if we want a copy or not. So I don't need enemies that we won't be seeing Setsuna in the hotel, I think. And if we see Setsuna in the hotel, then this leads us to breaking up with Setsuna, basically. So for Chiaki, so I think like I don't need any is going to be for Mari Road, because like we are not. Actually, no. This I don't need any is going to be for Setsuna Road, I think, not Mari. This is going to be for Setsuna, I think. So I will just take one copy, because we're going to show this to Setsuna, and we're going to do the hotel scene when we effectively break up. Yeah, I think that's the play here.
じゃああと一冊だけください
Okay, something new. It just stopped. Why? Oh yeah, this is the party at the hotel, like the whole plan. Wait, is this going to be planned still? Actually, did it change? Because last time it was Koharu who made this plan, right? But we are not close with Koharu this time, so it changed? Wait. To be aired some only on a single day? I wonder if anyone I know from my seminars would want to go. Oh yeah, we can like invite... okay, this is different because we can invite the Chiaki or something. Okay,
実はリバイバルだからな。
okay.
最初は10年近く前に公開されたんだってよ。
お前ほんと口から出まかせばっかり
But winter break just started. I can't call someone out to meet me just to give them movie tickets. I'm not like Takeya.
ど真ん中のちょい後ろ目でいい席だぞ。予約開始日に朝から並んで取ったからな。
Okay.
別に席なんかどこでもいいって。
Well, I suppose I could give her a call. She probably has more free time than I could
あ
imagine.
と言い忘れてたけど、24日しか使えないからな。
Yeah.
無駄。
あ
でもまあ異様に暇だったり心がどうにも落ち着かなくなっちゃったりした時
Wait, are we not going to have...
くれていいからね。
No way we're not going to have Setsuna scene in the hotel actually. Wait, what? No way. Wait a second. What was I thinking just now?
ついでに言っておくと、展望レストランの方。
わかった。
春樹のお望みの私が相手するよ。親友でも
Yep.
悪友でもそれとも
I truly understand what seriously asking her out now would entail.
飯塚の名前で2人。海の見える窓際の席。料理は1人2万のコースで合計4万な。
Yep.
うん。
I have no idea why I'm even thinking of something like that. Am I actually getting carried away just because Christmas is coming? And such a thing should be completely unforgivable to me as of now.
というわけで、あと4万。
Chiaki like changed his like perspective and mentality so much with little time that they spent together. Like she's so good actually.
わかった。ちょっと
悪い春樹、1割引きの3万6千円にしとくから引き取ってやってくんない？
Yeah.
だから待てって。
Can we skip this? Yeah. Okay. Right. Now this is the choice where we have could she have, and this is about. So it is still Koharu that made this plan. So we can go after Koharu basically, and this is going to be for her road because we're just going to follow Koharu and talk to her about this. And this actually lead to Yada seeing us on the bench. Yeah, this is like the initial choice for Koharu, it seems. Like most important one, I think. But this time we're going to just say whatever. I don't know if that was her plan or whoever plan. We just go with this. Like it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see what's going to happen. Back in our apartment. We can skip, okay. So we do have the scene in the hotel actually with Setsuna. Never mind then. Okay. Wait, we did not have this choice on Koharu? Or Koharu also was the third option, because I have the thing on third only. But anyway, yeah, I will give Chiaki a call this time. After the traumatic events in the hotel. Let's go. Let's see. What did I just try to do? What the hell did I just try to do? Wow, okay, that's extreme actually reaction from Haruki. Even though I was with Setsuna a while ago, even though we're still supposed to be thinking about one another. Despite all of that, the number I dialed just belongs to...
春樹のお望みの私が相手する
Still thinking about this.
親友でも悪友でもそれとも
The person who said should provide me with an escape. That's just simply far too convenient. She's the one person I absolutely must call right now. It would be far too cruel a thing to do. Not only to Setsuna, but to said person as well. Yeah, I mean, Haruki makes sense here.
まもなく発車します。
Like,
閉まります。ご注意ください。
he feels bad and like he's basically would be like escaping to Chiaki. So this is kind of fucked up. Like the first thing he would do actually, if you think about this, and on the same side, from Chiaki perspective, like it would feel just like he's treating her as the like escape button basically from Setsuna's situation. Yeah. Okay. Actually, that's a reasonable way of thinking from Haruki here, because like he just like been with Setsuna in the hotel and yeah. So how his like next days are going to follow up then? Because we know now if we like were like alone, we had like few days at home alone. Oh, we had Koharu choice later. We could go to goodies or something. Yeah, we have another choice after this. Okay. Somehow I managed to muster up the last of my willpower and board the train. I boarded the train that will take me towards the correct destination, far away from where she lives and towards where I live. And so the train proceeded onwards, not on my road to escape, but instead to back where I live, slowly leaving the surrounding white scenery trailing behind it. Seems very similar to like not calling anyone, but he's feeling more regrets now than if he would not call anyone. Maybe that's good, because he's like actually thinking. Because the choice of not calling anyone just makes him empty, basically. Even so, I avert my gaze from the window. I forgot basic etiquette on the train as I take out my cell phone and stare at the display. I only stare at the dual default background on the screen, which is displayed that my phone battery is full, as well as the 3 bars representing the phone's signal strength. It's really nothing out of the ordinary, no matter how many times I look at it. There's not supposed to be anything worth staring at, and just that. But I don't close my cell phone. My gaze remained glued to the screen as I wait in anxious anticipation. I have no idea why I'm doing this. No, that's actually a lie. I'm waiting for the screen to show an incoming call. I'm harboring the most deplorable thoughts that I'm becoming of the man I am. I'm holding out hope that she might call me back. So she called Chiaki actually for a second and stopped the calling. Okay, I see. Also, it's getting dark. 1 second, I will cut and just fix my lighting. Okay. In the end, the train I was on could only make it as far as Onjuku. Okay. We're back to our home. And then proceeds to go home by taxi. As it reached my apartment, the powdery snow, goddammit, snow again, gradually regains some of its former strength and gently comes falling down again. It's already way past 1 AM, such that 2 AM will be arriving soon. The temperature has dropped to the point where it stings my skin. In contrast to Onjuku, which is buzzing over Christmas, Minamitsu Getsu already fast asleep. As I quietly return home and gaze up into the sky as the snow falls in the middle of night, I finally close my phone, which had been open all this time. After pointlessly keeping the brightness on within not only the train but also the taxi, my battery has depleted to the point where it only has 1 bar left remaining. Also, I'm very confused why Chiaki said we'll not be able to see each other for a long time. Back in the train. That was very weird, actually. I'm absolutely pathetic. The fact that I'm constantly waiting for her to take the initiative because I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if I ended up being the one doing this really proves that I'm a horrid, depraved, and utterly despicable person. This is way different than when we tried to go for Koharu Road. It feels way different. I mean, probably because how Chiaki been behaving towards him. That's the reason. Yeah. But Izumi, Weren't you the one who told me that I could always call out to you without even feel reserved? It is precisely during times like this where I feel really hurt and lonely that you show me who you truly are by letting me as that carefree smile of yours, right? You idiot. When it actually counts, you're completely useless.
おかえり
Oh! It's been waiting for us. How the hell did you know we were coming back home?
メリークリスマス。サンタのお姉さんが良い子のもとへやってきたよ。
Ah. Ah. Hi! Okay. I cannot predict Jackie. That's official. I can't predict her. There's no way I'm predicting her. Yo, what? We have presents. Are we going to unpack presents again? The same night? 2 times? Presents? Also white. Don't question. Okay, I did not expect it to see her like this. This is actually awesome.
良い子に呼ばれたからやってきたよ。
Wow. Just as little phone call. Without even text. And she was like, yeah, he needs me to be there. Yo, what? The understanding.
やだな、引かないでよ。これバイト先から持ち出すの結構大変だったんだから。
Actually, we don't know where you work. Right? We don't know where Jackie works.
いやー、それにしても寒かった。部屋かと思ったのに来てみたらいないんだもん。
I was too naive.
でもやっぱ脅かすためにはこっちからコールバックするわけにもいかなくてさ。
I finally settled to Izumi. I've gone out of my way to call her out of
や
desperation.
っと帰ってきてくれて助かったよ。あと1時間遅かったら絶対マッチ3本吸ってたね、私。
There's no time for me to finish episode. Like, there's something happening all the time. And I don't think we recorded that long anyway. After I cut all the things that we skipped, I don't know if this is actually more than an hour right now. Maybe we can do more. And there's no way someone who enjoys messing around with me like her would ever pass up on such a decisive moment.
ハルキ
She's always bound to do something stupid. She will do whatever it takes just to leave me dumbfounded. Yeah. She will even respond to my call for her.
ハルキってば。
Oh.
おっと。
Wow! Wow! I don't know what to think. This is heavy. Heavy, fun, and happy and sad. I don't know what to feel. There's like a turmoil. What the hell? He's like, thank you, and at the same time, I'm sorry. Like, thanks for coming here for me. Like, you understand that I wanted to meet, and at the same time, I'm sorry that I use you. And she did not expect him to be that bold to hug her, actually. At the same time, wow. Yo, what a scene. Izumi body is freezing cold. And so I pull her into my embrace. So close that I can feel her freezing body through my clothes.
あまりにもバカすぎるだろ。
ハルキ。
Izumi's trained breathing brushes against my ear.
救いようがないバカだ。信じらんね
そっか。
And so, the thought of losing my embrace does not cross my mind. I forcefully rub my face against her freezing cheek, exchanging our body heat as I feel her softness.
だだっこめ。
As I thought, Izumi isn't taking this seriously and accept my desire, my forcefulness.
ねえ、春樹。
She's not just hugging me back tightly, however, as she extends her arms to gently stroke my back.
泉。
さあ、落ち着きなって。
After caressing my back for a while, she puts her hands on my shoulders and slowly strokes my arms.
いい子にしてたら、サンタさんがプレゼントあげるから。
Do we really going to unpack the presents? Successfully unpack the presents the same night? We're going to actually have presents on Christmas? And then slowly and carefully, she loosens my arms, which are intertwined behind her neck. As our cheeks separate, the sight of Izumi's face reflects in my eyes. That expression.
だから目を閉じ。
Well, okay, Haruki's getting initiative this time. Okay. Holy shit, so much happen. This is happening so fast. This is happening so fast. What the hell? That's way too fast. What is happening? It's the same vibrant smile as when I first met her. Suddenly, as if something exploded inside of me, I realize. Not even now, I still haven't realized exactly what I'm doing. My vision seems to have turned into nothing but pure white as the strength I lost suddenly wells within me in convulsing manner. Then, gradually inside my mouth, overwhelmed by the warm softness and smoothness of her lips. She's going to tie your tongue with her tongue. She can do that. Finally realizing the severity of my action, I pull away from Izumi's lips after indulging in the pleasure of such action, even as she showed no resistance to it. Yeah. Like, Haruki is just like going insane at this point. Like, he have no idea what to do. Wow. I feel a chill down my spine from doing such outrageous thing. I cannot deny at all that those actions have begun to thaw on my frozen heart.
いきなり舌入れてくるなんていけない子だね、春樹。
ごめん。
って泣くな。別に舌入れることが悪いなんて言ってないじゃん。
As expected, the voice and words she used to reprimand me are gently and playful.
ただ単なる感想としていけない子だな、春樹はって思っただけだよ。
それってダメじゃない。
ダメなわけないじゃん。良い子でもいけない子でも春樹なら何でも OK だよ。
She clearly loves you.
ただ心の準備だけさせて。今から舌入れるぞとか、今から入れるぞとか。
Oh, going like.
何を。
Yeah,
なんだって。私は何されても嫌って言ったりしないから。春。
But beyond the joke and a little surreal, her words are filled with the intoxicating sweetness and that acknowledges all of me.
もう一回舌入れるなら、
Oh. Damn! Jack is something else. What the hell? I shove my tongue into her open mouth without hesitation and let it run wildly inside. As if allowing me to do anything I want, she relaxes her whole body and takes it all in. Obeying my raging lust, I run my tongue along her teeth, lick her gums, and entwine my tongue with hers as I noisily suck her saliva. I surrender myself to the intoxicating warmth that's coming from our exchange, but I also feel the slightest sense of discomfort welling up within me. It's the first thing I realized the moment our tongues became deeply entwined like this. Compared to even the little experience I have, in other words, even compared to Setsuna, She's clearly not used to this.
泉
Despite going so far with her actions to lure me in, could be that she doesn't exactly have much experience. She's just like she's just like so easygoing. Even though she doesn't like know or have experience, like she's just like, yeah, let's go.
この
Real seeker.
大丈夫じゃないのかもしかして
Could be that I was too fierce all of a
い
sudden.
やちょっと心の準備が足りなかったななんて己の思い上がりを
Okay.
痛感しちゃったかも
As always, Izumi is trying to play it off as a joke, but her two arms on my shoulders have gotten heavier. With her head down, she's breathing hard.
悪いその俺我慢できなくて
Because it felt far too pleasant, because it healed me far too much. Because I believed far too strongly that she would be able to accept everything.
ねえ春樹足冷たくなってきた
Izumi, however, should be actual victim in this scenario. Perhaps her thighs exposed from her miniskirt together in response to the cold. She doesn't let out even the slightest inkling of wanting to berate me for the humiliation I've put her through up until now. On the contrary, her having and husky voice only serves to further tempt me.
続き中でしようよ
This is going so damn fast. What the? This is like not saying about the digital novel. This is the first episode of the new road. What is happening? Or this is second episode, I don't know. I've recorded quite a lot, but I can't stop now. Because I can have this on the beginning of the episode. Or like it's better to have this at the end of the episode actually, yeah. Anyway, what the like this is going so fast. What? Okay, I need to take a break anyway because my fan stopped working and I'm going to die of heat. 1 second. Hearing Izumi say those words, I inadvertently realized for the first time that I still haven't even entered my apartment. More specifically, we're still out on the roadside. I ended up being so engrossed in my desire for her that I even forgot where I was. I've even forgotten what I've been doing up until now, as well as the situation I was in up until now. Lust took over. Okay, yep, so extremely early in the game. Stop voices, thank you. Santa!
ただいま
Okay. Nothing to censor here, by the way. So I'm going to just leave it as it is, I guess. Do you have like cute outfit of Santa Claus? I love it. That's nice. So we are actually going to have presents Christmas this time.
泉
あれ自分の家みたいにくつろぐなって言わないのみたいに
いや
There's just no way I could. I'm the one who dragged you into my room, impatiently closed the door and forced my lips against yours. On top of that, the one who pushed you down onto the bed was me, you
じゃ
know.
あただいま
Wow. Our lips were deeply entwined until just a moment ago. Are we only joined by the light kiss? And just like that, as the kisses keep piling up, and mind feels like it's been painted over little by little.
上着とズボン脱ぎなって雪ついてて冷たいよ
あごめん
Just as I was told to, I undid the buttons of my jacket and coat. With shaking hands, I loosened my belt and lowered the zipper of my pants. What I'm doing right now is a betrayal of everything I've held dear for so long. But if I don't do this, it's a betrayal of what I hold dear right now. Wow. So you say you're screwed either way, basically. Wow. Given me no time to think, those decisions are forced upon me, one after the other, even now as I've left behind the sea of snow.
これ干して
ほら冷たいっしょ。
Wow.
お前
As I try to take the undressed clothes away from the bed, the cold sensation that Jackie describes coils itself around my right leg. Izumi using both her thighs to entrap me, playfully pressing herself against me.
春樹の足あったかい。ぬくぬく。
Wow.
もう離れらんない。
I love how playful she is.
離れ
Those thighs against thigh, calf against calf, and finally we're connected down to our very ankles.
あったかいよ。春樹の部屋。春樹のベッド。春樹の体。まった甲斐があった。
いつみ
It's foolish. Oh, it's the first time he verbally called her by her name, I think. No, wait. No, sorry, her name is Chiaki. Yeah, okay, never mind. I got excited. It's foolish to even think of leaving the bed. We are now linked together so closely that it's impossible for me to even stand. This is clearly no longer the sort of touch the mere friends would share.
ねえ春樹。今度はまたこっちが。
Upon saying that, Izumi puts her index finger to her lips, giggles, and slowly closes her eyes. As though allowing myself to be enticed by such an overly obvious act, I bend myself over Izumi entirely like I'm trying to cover her up. The entirety of our lips are joined together. Hidden within that is an entanglement of tongues, teeth, and saliva that would greatly discomfort anybody else if this happens in public. We link our hands tightly, starting with each finger one by one. Then, we take our hands and extend them upwards until our wrists and elbows, our arms, our armpits, and even our shoulders are all touching. It looks like I'm using all my strength to force Izumi down because she's acting as though she can't resist at all. With our legs also entangled, I take the initiative to push my legs up against hers to spread them. The chill of her skin is swept away by my heat. Our legs move more gently as they slide closer to the groin area. Both of us became conscious of something becoming uncomfortably bigger, suppressed by the clothes covering the area where our legs are connected. She's not really one to talk. You're a completely different person compared to when you were helping me study, okay? Also, if I skip something too fast, and I will not repeat this here, you can just always, like, you know, stop the video and reread this. Her lazy way of speaking isn't so dissimilar that she appears to be a different person entirely, but she's clearly reacting to the aftertaste of our kiss. Her lips are covered in my saliva.
いやだったか
はあ。
いやそんなに呆れた声出す
呆れた時は呆れた声出すの私。
Wow. Besides, what are you saying now? You are the one was so aggressive in the first place, yeah.
そうだよ俺今でもかなり無理やりしてるって自覚あるしもしも俺のしてることが
あのね、一人暮らしの男の部屋に泊まるって時点でとっくに合意が成立してるわけ。わかる？
いや俺法学部じゃないし
Not in loud apartment. In the first place, if we're going by what you're saying, and that means you gave consent over 2 weeks ago. Will she become that for me, I wonder?
逃げ道になるよ。
Oh, wow! Yo! What declaration, holy fuck. Escape. Okay, that already is different vibe from Koharu Road. The escape road. Huh. So not acceptance. Basically, not like moving on. Oh my god, this is going to be heavy road actually. The road of escapism. Yo! Okay, maybe it's not going to be as fun as I thought, ultimately. But probably it's still going to be fun because of her character. How she always just play around. For a but she like just think of herself as his escape for now. Wow. For a brief moment it seems as if she really could read my mind.
私あんたの逃げ道になってあげるよ
Holy crap.
泉
This is so different. But it's not that simple.
私の胸で泣くもよし私の膝で眠るもよし私の中で気持ちよくなるもよし
Wow. What the hell? She has seen through everything.
なんて
わかるってそんくらい私たち友達じゃん
She even saw through how I was going to ask how she knew.
友達はこんなことしないだろ
するよ普通落ち込んでたら励ますじ
Wow.
ゃん
She's so casual about this.
励ますってこういうのとは違うだろ
そんなのケースバイケースだって
Even though she knows what kind of situation I'm in, that I can't be positive at all, she's still trying to become an outlet for me. Holy crap. So she knows more than I thought about Setsuna. Or is she just like having like vague idea what is happening? Probably. How did she knew that he went to hotel to Setsuna? Is she aware of like what happened? I'm very curious about her source of information. I don't think we ever gave Chiaki anything to suspect Setsuna and Haruki. Ah,
にするより一緒に飲むより抱き合う方が何倍も効果的な時ってあるよ
そんななし崩しでいいのかよそんな軽くていいのかよ
well, that's okay, right or not, I don't know. Whether Izumi is truly willing to become that someone for my sake, I have no idea.
でないとやってらんないでしょ春樹あんたすぐ真面目に責任取ろうとするし
そんなの当たり前だろだって
If there's one thing I can say for sure, at the very least, it's that I'm definitely doing something wrong.
私はあんたがそういう風にこだわって結局しないで終わっちゃうことの方が嫌なんだな
泉
The resolve I had from just a few hours ago, with just a single setback that made it break apart, already on its way out the door. I want to end without doing it because you're fussy about that sort of thing. Yeah, like end the friendship and stuff. So she wanted to go with him as well. Yeah, like we knew that she kept feeling for him for a while. And so that he's like conflicted about this. So her idea is like, let's do it at least once before like I just like stop like bothering you or something. But I don't think so. I think like she actually wants to help him in her own way. Which is scared, terrifying, and like, what the hell? This is just going way too fast.
それに
So fast.
ないわけじゃないしねしかも相手が春樹なら不満のあろうはずもなし
I don't know how such pain has managed to fester within me. I'm just adhering to the emergency measure I have right now under the pretense of releasing myself from it.
ううん俺が無理やりやられるにしてもなんとなくやっちゃうにしてもやっぱするなら私がしたい男がいいもんねしようよ春樹
Wow. And yet, the bandage that Izumi applied while even sterilizing the wound is surprisingly relieving the pain after all.
きっとセックスってさ気持ちよくてやらしくてちょっと気だるくて
No, it's actually different.
結構簡単なことだよ
Wow. Holy crap. The moment Izumi licked my wounds, an incredibly pleasant feeling ran through my entire body. Oh yeah, he missed that with Koharu, yeah. Okay, presents arrived. In order to stop the words Izumi used to embarrass and tease me with, I focus on making her exposed chest feel some punishment. Okay. Izumi is letting out such a deliciously feminine voice. Her behavior is just so feminine.
お前実は初めてだろ。
バレたか。
Pretty much, yeah. What do you mean busted? It's not like you were hiding the fact in the first place. It's only natural that she felt uncomfortable as a result, given that she's always been so easygoing about men and sex for all the time I've known her.
どうせもっと遊んでると思ってたんでしょ。
普通そう思うだろ。あんな明けすけにされたら。
そこが素人の浅はかさ。
Mhm.
黙れ。この
Wow, calling each other amateurs.
女みたいだ。泉。
It's like you're... I cannot. Like, oh my god. They're just like roasting each other here. They're cooking on another level.
こっから先はシャレじゃ済まないんだから。
To reaffirm our mutual consent, I kiss Izumi once again. But this time it's different from all the lustful kisses we've shared up until now.
やだな。そんな恋人みたいな真似して。
Yep. A brief brush against her forehead. A kiss that should have happened before getting deeper into all this.
泉。俺。
ああ、またそうやって悩む。
She just bonked him. Okay, that's new. Okay, Izumi's cool. Izumi's closed fist slightly smacks me on the head.
どうしてもっと軽く考えられないかな。友達の行為は受け取る。
Well, that's not that easy. That's I don't think like Haruki and anyone can actually think about this that way. Just a friend doing a favor? Holy crap.
軽くないから。
この偽善者め。
And bonks again. Okay, yeah. Her playful character is awesome.
今日はクリスマスなんだからさ。サンタさんのプレゼント
Like I said,
受け取るべきだよ。
we are having presents at Christmas. Apparently. Like, we're actually getting Christmas presents this time. A stinging feeling runs through my chest. So a while ago, the same thing happened. I accepted the present without shape and got hurt.
叫ぶかもしれないけど、泣くかもしれないけど、まあ、その辺はご愛嬌ってことで。
Damn. Wow. She's so self-aware as well. And like she's like reassuring Haruki basically before anything happens, so he will like feel like not sorry and stuff.
本当にあるの
Yeah.
かな。
Yeah. About that.
ありに決まってるじゃん。熱き友情の証だよ。
I wonder how much of this is bullshit from Jackie's perspective and how much she really thinks that she should be nothing more than his friend. I wonder.
じゃあ、友達の初めてを奪うのは。
微妙かもね。
Yeah, see?
この野郎。この後に及んで抜け抜けと。
There's surprisingly a lot of dialogue that I don't have to cut. This is like actual dialogue in the scene. That is relevant. What the hell? It's not happening often. I try to hold back any change in facial expression in accepting Izumi as she digs her nails into my back. Because this time, unlike a certain somebody from the past, unlike who I was back then, I want to be true to the friend who's in front of me right now. You're crappy at this. For a moment, there, the crying face of a certain someone from the past crossed my mind. I think, yeah, Kazusa also called Haruki crappy at this back then. I think that happened, I vaguely remember. Between the first time and the second time, it seems that I'm a bastard who hasn't improved at all. She's still like joking even now. Because of what happened today, because of how deeply and heavily I've gotten caught up in this, I once again find myself unable to move on. So right now, let's just take it easy and take it slow. Let's treat it like some sort of joke and be completely nonchalant about it. I want to tell her that it'll be fine now because I feel that it's her kindness that saved me. Am I contradicting myself, I wonder? Oh my god, I just can't believe like this dialogue during this scene. Wow. Jack is awesome. I'm not cold anymore. And not just our perfectly intact feet and legs or anywhere in our bodies at all. There's nowhere that's cold anymore. Even in your heart, huh? It seems. In the way you say this. At least for a little bit. It's like a band-aid. Like he mentioned before, it's like a band-aid. I wonder if she will boast to me she's carried out her duty as the friend. Those blankly staring eyes show me for the first time. Not the usual impish expression or the painful one either, but an Izumi I've never seen before. Makes me hit my limit. Yeah, she have no idea what the fuck is happening basically. This Izumi takes the clouded substance that had become trapped inside her with her own hands and carefully raises it to examine it. She's just like way too like innocent about this, at the same time not innocent at all. She have no idea what the fuck is happening. And at the same time want this. This is like I have no idea where to put like Chiaki's situation in my feeling spectrum. So she wants to be Haruki's escape. So she feels like she has feelings for Haruki obviously, but she doesn't feel like she deserves basically Haruki as her boyfriend or something. And she just like tell herself that we'll always be friends. It starts feeling more and more like Setsuna. We are just like talk about the friends. Setsuna and Haruki were boyfriend and girlfriend, yeah, but like the friend theme is like within Setsuna mostly. I don't know. We'll see. That was something I did not expect. That was way too fast. This happened so fast.
やんだみたいだ。
The quiet skies of Inami's Saotsugu are now clear of clouds, signaling the end of the commemorative white Christmas. The only thing left behind is dark, cold snow that will inconvenience city life. And also inside me the end of something big, which has been occupying my heart for a long time, at the beginning of something new perhaps.
寒いそっかあ、押すなこっちギリギリなんだから
下で寝ろ、下で。
Wow. Such is the result of Izumi and I being cramped together on a small narrow bed meant for one person. Two of us have completely eliminated any excuses we had between us, only been the fact that we are just friends, merely classmates that attended the same seminar, or how I've simply been helping her with her paper.
離れたら寒いじゃん
エアコンつければいいだろ。
Wow.
CO2 排出削減
Up until now, I feel more... up until a few moments ago, weren't we creating lots of that? Yeah. Also, I can keep voices now.
なら暴れるな。おとなしくもう寝ろ。
She would probably be overjoyed, but that kind of response, so I won't say it.
そうだね寝よ寝よすっごい疲れることやっちゃったし
重い。
I mean, no wonder. Have you seen that, like, thing? Two things, actually. Not only that, but the feeling of her feet warm, her tummy softness, her breasts far greater softness, and also the sensation of their tips. I can feel everything directly with my body, and I can feel something beyond just warmth that's been transmitted to me.
春樹はどう
何が
疲れて少しは楽になった
Though she was saying sounds contradictory, there's no room for doubt between the two of us. Why did I call her? Why did I act the way the moment I saw her?
眠れそう
It's because Izumi understood everything, and she's also accepted everything.
なんとか眠れそうだ。
私がいるからね
So So Chiaki basically loved Haruki to the point like she will just give herself up basically to him for him to save him, to be his escape, like she said. Like in any means necessary. She just wants his happiness, even though it's going to not be her own happiness or something. Are we going to this kind of road? I don't know where are we going with this. I cannot predict that. I cannot.
かもな。
At least for now.
おや
さ、
Jack is so random. She's so random.
おやおや
うるさいな。さっきまで痛い。
ああ、その話蒸し返す？私は全然構わないんだけど。
おやすみ。
Wow.
ったく
This time I turn my back to the persistent Hizumi and look out through the window at the vast expanse of the clear sky.
おやすみ、春樹。
The rustles around inside the blanket that presses her. She rustles around inside the blanket and presses her entire body against my back.
暑苦しい。
うん。寒くないよね。
I disregard Izumi and tightly close my eyes. That's right, I close my eyes. Well aware of my skin, I close my eyes, unafraid of the darkness.
寒くないよ、春樹。
That's because if I'm in pain, if it feels too agonizing, I can just tightly embrace the soaked body that's right next to me. I alone succumbed to the darkness yet again, and I've committed a new sin once more. A sin so sweet, yet one that's also incredibly unjust. Okay, and the next day. That's everything went so fast. Okay, we're going through the morning until she leaves, and then we're going to end the episode. However long this episode is, maybe it's 2 episodes, I don't know. I have no idea what I've recorded. As my foggy mind gradually clears up, I unconsciously check on the clock at my bedside. It's 6:30 in the morning. There's still plenty of time to get dressed and eat breakfast. And depending on the situation, I could even take a shower first and still make it before my first class. This is the time I usually wake up on a normal day of going to university. Taking care not to leave the blanket, I quietly slip out of bed from the side. Usually, during this time of the year, the unforgivable thought of not wanting to stray away from the blanket due to the cold would cross my mind for just a moment. The feeling of not wanting to leave is stronger than usual today, but it's not because I feel cold. After waking up and shaking off the hazy feeling in my head, I notice her sleeping right next to me, and I suddenly came to realization. This wasn't a dream or illusion. It wasn't anybody's responsibility, nor was it influenced by anything. It had been a choice I made of my own volition. Hot shower robs me of unnecessary memories, but it also stings some wounds that I hadn't even noticed in exchange. The back of my neck, the left side of my chest, the palms of my hands, and even my molars. I wonder why those parts feel painful, even when they're not in contact with the hot water. When I started to think about the answer to that mystery, the memories that were taken away by the heat all wind up flooding back. In doing so, the hot water just stings my wounds again in a vicious cycle, but there's no way to escape from the pain anymore. In the end, my relationship with Setsuna is completely and utterly broken. Pretty much! Good job on realizing that. That's really early. He's realizing stuff so early this time. Like in Koharu Road, wasn't he like never really admitted that till the end? Like he was like still like just like living in shadows basically. with thinking about having Setsuna in his mind somewhere. That's why we had the ending where Setsuna basically gave them her blessing, let's say, in the quotes, and to finally like break up with her. But now he's like actually realizing this so soon. Or I just don't remember something. I went until the fat renders out of the beacon before dropping 2 eggs into the frying pan. The sound of the crackling oil blends in with the sizzling sound of the frying eggs and the pleasant aroma wafts around me. The toaster oven turns red hot and browns 2 slices of bread as I take out the leftover vegetables from the fridge and serve them in the bowl. Upon hearing a sudden someone doubly breathing in their sleep, I'm further reminded of my current situation. Even though it should hurt, even though it really does hurt, I'm still the same as always. I've never lived out a day like this the way I have lived up until now. I desperately tried to make sure things were normal. I nearly broke into tears and gritted my teeth as I tried to retain my usual self. Above all, I couldn't even feel asleep. And yet, I managed to wake up the usual time. I took a morning shower to refresh myself as I usually do, and prepared breakfast as if nothing had ever happened at all. The only difference is that I've prepared 2 servings, but the fact that I can even notice that suggests that things are normal.
Izumi.
Is that because of her?
Oi, Izumi.
Is it because I received the warmth of Izumi's body? Is it because I received something special from her? I could have been doing those things with someone else at the exact same time. Feeding time. I just realized he called this feeding time. Is she your pet? What is happening now? I mean, this is pretty normal answer, I guess, in the relationship. Like, Izumi is like that towards Haruki as well, and Haruki is just like biting back. They're like roasting each other all the time. Holy shit. Just where did they go wrong to end up in this situation?
ダメ。電気代もったいない。
春樹寒くないの？そんな薄着。
全然。シャワー浴びたばかりだし、それにこうして動いてるし。
No, now that it has come to this, I don't even know if this can be considered wrong anymore.
体以外は？
寒くない。
Wow, she's so aware. Other than your body, so she knows. Yeah. She's like, did I manage to like warm your heart, basically? Oh wow. Holy crap. I don't know what to do with Chiaki now. It's like, she's so considerate towards Haruki's situation, and at the same time it makes me sad. Because it's like, she's placing herself as second. And she knows what she's doing is basically stealing Haruki away at the same time. What is happening? Also, like, this whole situation, even though, like, she's different from Setsuna, it really feels kinda like Setsuna. Am I going down the wrong path right now? Or have I been going down the wrong path up until now today?
じゃ、おはよう。
服着ろ。だから寒いんだ。
Izumi stretches with the ham as if to mock me for being lost in the labyrinth of thoughts, exposing her uncovered fair skin. Of course.
な
あ、
今日これからどうする？
うん。
どっか出かけるなら一緒に出るか。雪も溶けてるみたいだし。
It's not Christmas Eve anymore, but it's still the actual day of Christmas. So we could go out into the streets and do things together that would be expected during a date, share a meal, and would end up with me taking her to the station.
ご飯食べたら寝る。 毛布にくるまってあったかくしてぐっすり寝る。
Of course. Oh my god. Of course. Check it something else. So easygoing.
またかよ。お前、
All the time.
一体どれだけ寝る気だ？
だって寒いんだもん。
厚着しろ。そんな格好じゃ寒くて当たり前だ。
I'm starting to feeling that by saying she feels cold, she's not talking about her body, or she's talking about her feelings as well. Why I have a feeling like that's not the case? That's why. So she wants this to evolve into actually Haruki loving her, but she still feels cold because Haruki doesn't say like I love you and stuff. But she approached him so fast that's just not happening. But I have a feeling like by the cold she means like herself, like her feelings as well. Like she's happy that she managed to make Haruki not feel cold on an emotional level, but at the same time she feels cold. This part is kinda like Kazusa though. Once again, this is like kinda Kazusa and Setsuna at the same time. It's like manipulative side and like willing to go for any means necessary for Haruki, just like Setsuna. And at the same time hurting yourself in the process, just like Kazusa. Because she wants him to be happy. This is so twisted. I actually did not predict Chiaki roads to go this way that fast. She's always slightly dressed in her camisole and miniskirt whenever she comes over. As much as I'm the one who's stubbornly refusing to turn on the heater, she's also at fault for being dressed in the way that I can tell she'll feel cold by just looking at her.
そうだ、春樹。服貸してよ。これ以外は外出用しか持ってきてなくてさ。
Yeah, you also wear the Christmas Santa outfit.
普段からあれを着て外出するのかよ、お前は。
That Christmas-themed miniskirt also looked to be pretty cold. Izumi ties were freezing back then. I really should be recalling such things so early in the morning. Just get out or something.
服が外出用しかないなら、なおさら外に。
いや。
お前な。
Yeah, just like that.
外なんて絶対嫌。疲れてるんだもん。ゆうべ春樹にあんなに激しくされてさ。
Of course. And any reason to just like not move an inch.
春樹こそよくそんなに元気だよね。私以上に動いてたはずなのにさ。
Also, this is funny how not move an inch. It's just so common, like saying that it's like not even like weird to me. Like we don't use like inches and like whatever the other things are. We use like centimeters, meters, and stuff. And it's like not move an inch is just like more like normal to say. Yeah, okay. So full of energy, Haruki, don't you move a lot more than I did? Yeah.
バイトが遅くなって始発帰りになっても、いつも同じ時間に。
Yeah, you said that before. 6:30. At any rate, my reply steered to conversation away from the topic. I lowered the tone of my voice, pretending that I'm chewing on my toast. Even if she noticed that I'm wavering, I would deny it to the very end.
私はダメだ。普段でさえ8時間は寝ないとやっていけないのに。
お前な、そんなにだらけてると。
春樹が困る？もしかして帰れって言うつもりだった？
Damn.
いつまでもまとわりつくなって。
You can never tell from Chiaki, to be honest, if what she's saying is serious or she's joking. Like this sentence, is she like seriously worried about this, or she's just teasing him? It's really hard to tell from her. Like, it could be both.
お前もしかしてまた親と
True, maybe. I'm referring to the conflict she had with her mother that she revealed in the past. Because I'm not the only reason Izumi decided to stay by my side right now. Okay. Okay. This is also a valid point. I like that what Haruki thinking here. True, she might like needed some escape as well.
別にどうしても帰れって言うなら帰るよ。
The excuse I created to escape responsibilities sent flying away in an instant. She's telling me that it's my discretion as to whether or not she can stay here, to stay by my side forever.
どうする？
どうするってそれは
That means I have to return to my usual self as soon as possible. I can indulge myself in such comforts forever. I have to face the path I'm going to do by moving forward on. And that's because the scenery surrounding me has already changed irreversibly.
しろ
ん？
勝手にしろって言った
Wow. I guess things can be decided by my own convenience. Thinking back to what I did to her yesterday and what I asked for of her, I won't forcibly say I want her to go home. I just can't.
ういやつめ。
I love Chiaki, Jesus. Wow.
そういう態度やめろバカっぽい
That's her charm. Being lazy and stupid. But it's just superficial because it seems like she's way smarter than she looks. In the first. Like, she seems like to be very airhead about everything and stuff, but she's way smarter. Smarter than she looks. Sorry, I'm like out of like, oh, I have actually a little bit more water. Ah, that's fine. She'll get bored of all of this and leave in 2 or 3 days anyway. I'll just let her do what she wants to until then. No matter how I think about it, I'm the reason she's here right now. It shouldn't hurt to play along with Izumi's whims for the time being.
じゃあ早速一緒に寝よ、春樹。おいで、防寒具くん。
Cold repellent.
人の言うことを少しは参考にしろ
Yeah. This part of her is also like Setsuna a little bit, like she doesn't care what others thinks. At least from the superficial level, like we don't know what she's going to do outside, like in university and stuff, like is she going to cling to Haruki or not? For example, you know? Because Setsuna was like not really hiding anything when they were in school. She was like just talking to Haruki, being close with him and stuff, while everyone was like whispering around. And Haruki being like not really comfortable with this in the beginning. And what about after 2 or 3 days have passed? Will I be able to find myself to flatly send her away? Saying that it's nighttime in the blink of an eye, Izumi seriously dove into the bed the instant she finished her breakfast and fell asleep in no time.
あー、何これマジ？
Wait, we have nighttime already? Wait, I thought I will just finish morning. And I'm going to end episode. Wait, what is happening? I'm gonna just head out and leave my guest alone, so I proceed to clean my room and prepare dinner as quietly as possible. Oh, okay, it's not nighttime. Oh wait, no, it is! What the hell? I help myself to the side of Izumi carefree, sleeping expression as quietly as possible.
やっぱ今日は特番ばっかだね。ちょっと飽きる。
It's already evening by the time Izumi woke up. She woke up rather giddily at about the time the curry I made, the leftover ingredients I had in the fridge was ready, enticing by smell. In other words, the two of us really ended up not taking so much as a single step outside for the whole day today.
春樹、こっちおいでよ。
洗い物終わるまでちょっと待ってろ
そんなの次に食器が必要になった時でいいじゃん。
Of course. Of course. To be honest, I'm like Jackie. Yeah. Just leave them until you need them again. Yeah. Why bother like instantly washing them? Like I will need them anyway like in few hours. I can like wash them like I don't know. When there's too many of them or something. We ended up spending Christmas even more idly than we would spend a normal day. It was supposed to be have a special occasion for the two of us to pass the time together. I would have been full of resentment and regret over how much time we've wasted if I were my usual self. However, Haruki became lazy. This is something I did not expect it. Her laziness is contagious. Only my words suggest that I'm angry. Turn off the faucet while in the middle of washing the dishes. It's a matter that I approach Izumi to sit right beside her, rather than the opposite her.
座椅子来た。
おい
Wow. As Izumi, and Izumi as if she understands that I'm about to cuddle closer to her. Rather, it's obvious that she already knew I was going to do this. She leans her back onto my chest, allowing me to feel her softness and warmth. Just like how she did yesterday.
春樹の手冷たい。
そりゃ今まで洗い物してたし
お湯使おうよ。
Yeah, why would you wash dishes in cold water? It makes no fucking sense.
もったいない水でも十分汚れは落ちる
Okay, it depends. Okay, it depends. It depends. Sure. Yeah.
ほんとケチだね、春樹は。
生活費自分持ちだからな
もうちょっと自分に優しくなればいいのに。
Taking both my hands in hers, she places them on her stomach and grabs them gently. We naturally end up in position where I'm hugging her from behind, cutting close together, just like how we did last night. This image is so cute. I love it. This is so lovely.
背中はあったかいけど、お腹は冷たい。どうしたもんか。
Everyday wonders, right? And with this face, I just cannot.
どうしてもこうしてもあるか泉が勝手にしてることだろ
テレビつまんないよ、春樹。P3 とかないの？
Wow, copyrighted beep.
そんな贅沢品なんか持ってるわけないだろ
そっか。じゃあ仕方ない。
諦め早いな
こうしてられれば退屈でも構わないし、このままゆるゆると過ごします。
だから
Wow. Yeah, she's like me, for real. The two continues to play the same boring noises as always. The scenery outside the window has also changed from last night, such that the sky is now so clear and bright that we are able to see some stars, even in this well-lit neighborhood. It's cold inside the room, but the residual heat from the curry pot gives off a little warmth. I can't really compare it to the coldness outside though. After all, I've not gone outside even once today to know just how cold it is. I've been taking refuge in this personal hideaway that Izumi's been facilitating for me this entire time, away from the external
リ
stimulation.
ンゴでも向こうか
いいよ、別に。
そっか
My sense of touch gradually returns to my cold, numb hands as I overlap with Izumi's. I buried my face in Izumi's hair countless times yesterday, and I now once again brush my lips against it, making sure to get a good whiff of her fragrance. She just came out of the shower and, though I imagined she'd be using a cheap shampoo, there's a pleasant scent on her hair that's completely new to me. It's not just her hair, I imagine she'd be using my soap as well. But her skin is
じ
also...
ゃあ入れるか
だからいいって。
Huh.
働くな、春樹。
いやけど落ち着かなくてさ
Oh, she's going to make you calm down. Oh wow. Okay, I see where this is going. Oh my god. Two scenes? Can YouTube handle 2 scenes? You know what? Maybe I will take a break and record the rest tomorrow. I will just like cut. Because it's getting really late. I have no idea where to cut this. How do I make episode or episodes? I think I will just like keep recording for a bit, maybe tomorrow. And then I will just like make some episodes out of this. Anyway, I will just continue a little bit more to see where this is going, but I think I will just like finish recording like tomorrow or something. I'm not sure what to do. It's not just because I'm getting close to Izumi. The fact that I'm doing nothing right now is making my unusually restless self rather anxious.
そんなことしていていいのかって。こんな平和すぎる時間を過ごしていい。
Wow. Yeah, Haruki's self-resentment is here. The fact that I can feel so lax right now, despite the grave mistake I made last night, just doesn't make any
だ
sense.
から考えるな。何もするなっての。
でもそんなんじゃ何も変わらない。
変わるよ。春樹が何もしなくても時間が何かを変えること。
Wow.
時間。
だからさ、
Yeah.
今は何もせず、何も考えず、時間が解決してくれるのをじっと待つの。
Holy crap. Haruki waited for 3 years and nothing changed, basically. Well, maybe not waited, he actively tried to avoid stuff and everything, so it's not like he just waited. So maybe Jack is actually onto something here. I mean, it's her whole character. She just waits
そんなはず
and do random stuff sometimes.
あるわけがない。
After all, time did not solve anything between us in those past 3 years. Yeah, pretty much what I was saying. But you are like, not just waiting. You are like constantly on the edge and thinking about stuff. And that's what Jackie is saying. Do not think about this. Just wait. That's her solution. It didn't erase anything. It didn't heal anything.
それはさ、春樹が休んでなかったからだよ。
Yeah, that's her way. Yep.
休ん
Like I said, he was like constantly doing something to forget. He was not just waiting.
普通さ、風邪ひいた時とかってゆっくり寝て何もしないで
Uh-huh.
薬飲んで。
それは
だから今もさ、ゆっくり寝て何もしないで。
And the medicine is you, I assume.
薬って
Yep, okay. Izumi, who's been a bit restless in my arms, turns to face me and suddenly kisses me. Just as I did to her last night, violently thrusting her tongue in, licking all over, making her saliva flow into my mouth. All of a sudden, she moves her mouth away, making the escaping air produce a smacking sound.
ほら、水薬。
Yeah. And she's so happy about this. I love it. Wow. Chucky is so random.
お前
The leftover saliva in my mouth was like an obscene connection between the two of us.
毎食後30分以内に服用ください。
Take care of it. Wow.
副作用ないんだろうな。
もちろんあるよ。深刻な禁断症状が出ます。
Severe withdrawal symptoms.
最悪だな。
Given that I wasn't told the dosage, I take a little more just in case. This time around, I stick my tongue and loudly drink down the saliva inside her mouth.
そう、こうやって休むの。
This is how you rest, okay.
じゃあ俺が何もしなかったら料理も洗濯も掃除もお前がやってくれるのか。
いや、それはさ、たまにやる分にはいい気分転換になるよ。
I knew this. God damn it. Jack is so fucking awesome. Like, in her, like, behavior like this. This is, like, oh my god. See, I told you this is going to be the fun road. Holy crap. This is so good. So random and so obvious what she's going to say. And at the same time, I cannot predict what she's going to say. This is so weird.
いい加減なことばっか。
Once again, I seal the mouth of the person who only says irresponsible things, and in the end, doesn't do anything herself. Hold on, did I say cooking, washing and cleaning? Just how long was I planning to let her stay here? Yeah, you can just get married at this point.
一緒に堕落しようね。
Wow.
せ
I fondle her breasts on the whim. It annoys me to no end that upon doing so, she grins, looking so pleased with herself exactly as I thought she would. Wow. Yeah. Okay, stop this. Thank you. That's why I slip my hand under her camisole and fondle her breast with a force that threatens to crush them. And she seems to be enjoying the sensations expected.
春樹、春樹。
黙れ
Okay.
よ。
She's laughing heartily against just because my thing is already touching her back. It's too late for this. Oh my god. What hour is it? Oh god. I have work tomorrow. She's just so irritating that I won't be satisfied unless I silence her. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's all I can do today. At least like for today recording session. I'm not ending episode here. There's going to be continuation after this. I'm just going to cut video because I will continue reading tomorrow. I'm hungry. I have nothing to drink anymore. It's hot. And I spent way too much reading this already. I don't know even where to cut. It might be 2 different episodes. Or maybe 1 long episode, I have no idea. Anyway, see you in a second. I will come back tomorrow to record this. Okay. Where were we? Okay, I see. Another day. It's also again very late. So I'm going to record probably just a bit. And go back to this another day. Again, yeah. Who knows, maybe this episode is late. We'll see.
何？
春樹にお薬飲ませてあげたらさ、お返しに
We're playing doctor now.
されちゃったね。
だから自分でムード壊すなっての。
1 second. Okay.
そうだね。まだ痛いけど。
悪い。今日こそは優しくするから。
うん。激しくしてもいいけどさ。その代わり。ち。
Yeah, call me by my name. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay.
千秋。千秋。千秋。
This is progressing so fast. I said it last time, but goddammit. Oh. Oh. Oh, I waited for another day to record nothing. Oh, okay. Well, we can end episode here, I guess. Surprisingly, the phone in the room is ringing. And when was the last time a call came from this phone and not my cell phone? Oh, that's right. My cell phone's been off for 2 days.
11時。
Well, that's weird hour to wake up for you. The short hand on the bedside clock is pointing at the hour far from the usual time I wake up. And notice because the curtains were closed. No, they weren't always like that. I'm just making excuses.
おい、足。
I'm moving a soft calf around my leg. I sluggishly crawl out of bed. Is it because we're sleeping together? My body's flushed to the point that the color air outside of bed feels nice. Perhaps because she was deprived of her personal heater, The other sleepyhead squirmed about for a while, but soon pulled the blanket over herself and fell soundly asleep. That reminds me, what time did I stay up until last night? I don't know. We haven't seen. Rather, until what time did I sleep with Chiaki?
どうした？
どうしたじゃねえだろ。お前一体今までどうしてたんだよ。
Stuff. I took the telephone and shut myself inside the bathroom as to not wake up Chiaki. The moment I placed the receiver to my ear, what came flying over was Takeya's angry voice. This was quite predictable from the caller ID and the current situation.
どうしてだって、こうして部屋にいたけど。
I mean, he's not lying. He's been home the entire time.
携帯全然繋がらないし、こっちの番号にだって今朝から何回かけた。
そうなのか。悪い。爆睡してたらしい。
本当か？お前がそういうのを聞き逃すほど寝こけるなんて。
そうかもな。
Even I can't believe it myself. Usually I would have been broken from my slumber to answer a call immediately and without fail. Even in the middle of the night, or if I'd been forced to stay up until now.
やっ
Up,
ぱ何かあった
up all night, sorry. To stay up all night, yeah.
何かって何か？
Is it because my mind isn't as strained as it usually is? Or is it because my body and soul are well rested, like Chiaki said?
何がじゃねえだろ。せつなちゃんとのことに決まってる。
Yeah, she said on the party that nothing happened between them, yeah.
あ
Perhaps I've already fallen into depravity.
なんだろう。イブの夜、せつなちゃんと約束したんだよな。
Yep.
あ。ああ。
Actually, now when I think about this, this is not so sudden. I mean, it is sudden actually. For Chiaki and Haruki. Like, with Koharu, it started happening, the scenes before the December 24th here. I think? I don't remember anymore. But with Koharu, we like actually build up some relationship that could like build up to this. Here, Chiaki was just like, oh, he's sad. Let's just make him feel better. And just randomly happened. Like, that was so fast. I feel like those turbulent times are already things of the past. It's not like that my feelings have shifted. I just feel like I'm no longer connected to a timeline. Like I'm living in a completely different age.
ホテルだってチェックインしたんだろ。朝までずっと一緒だったんだろ。
さあ。
そうなって。
The first thing that should have come out of his mouth in response is this. You got me real good, Takeya. How I wish I could have said that while either being truly angry or attempting to hide my embarrassment. The response would have been appreciated, but I made a mistake.
実はさ、昨日イオンがせつなちゃんに連絡取ったんだ。
Okay.
そっか。
She managed to contact her, and so she managed to properly talk to her. That's good to know. We had this? No. I'm amazed that I can feel relieved over the mere fact that I managed to contact her and forget my own situation.
なんでもない。何もなかったって。なあ、ハルキ。お前たち本当は何があったんだ。
I mean,
もしかして俺、
yeah.
余計なおせっかいを。
From one perspective, nothing happened. From the other perspective, a lot happened.
そんなことないよ。
I won't hold a grudge against a friend who would all worry about me. Even now, no way.
せつなの言った通りだよ。ただ、何もなかっただけだ。
Well, that's not a lie, technically. But at the same time, yeah, we know. Stuff actually happened. But not what he thinks.
それって今まで通り何も変わらないってこと。
It's worse. I mean, better for mentality, I guess. Like, we are broken, like, I mean, we are done. Apparently, but...
何の進展もなかったってのはいいとして。何も壊れてないんだな、お前たち。
It's actually broken. Come on, Haruki. You can do this, like, it's admit it. Do it early in the game. Early in the story, come on. God damn it. I knew he's not going to do that, but... That's right, same as before, nothing has changed. Bullshit.
なあ、ハルキ。 やっぱ今から会えないか？
え？
なんか話しててもお前元気なさそうだし。
大丈夫だって。カレー作り置きしてあるし、今だ。
直接会ってみないと安心できねえよ。今からそっち行ってもいいだろう。
Well, that's a problem. Also, what if like he's already behind the door? He did it last time, last time, right? Like he was calling him and he was already be next door.
今から。
I open the bathroom side and look into the dimly lit room. The only thing I see is a long white tie. Her being postures quite unsightly when she's alone.
そうだ。ついでに何か食材買ってくから。また鍋やろうぜ鍋。イオにも連絡してさ。
ダメだ。来るな。
春樹。
Yeah. Weird, huh?
今夜からゼミのスキー合宿なんだ。夕方から打ち明けるんだよ。
Okay. I'd like him out of my mouth on impulse.
スキー合宿？そんな話初めて聞いたぞ。
Okay.
そりゃそうだろう。初めて話した。先週急に決まっ。
Upon seeing the dangling feet and rattling of the blanket, I knew it. I'd light again. Before I knew it, I'd light again.
ありえねえ。
決まったのはもっと前だったんだけど、俺がそれを知ったのが先週の打ち上げの席で。
I do feel like I'm pushing it, but I can no longer do anything other than continue my patched up life.
だからしばらく電話も繋がらない。
Until your wounds heal up, huh?
朝から晩までスキー漬けだし。
Okay.
いくらなんでも無理があるぞ春樹。お前だったら
Damn.
絶対に信じないだろそんなの。
Too much of a lie, huh? I'm not doing this for anyone's sake. I just want to protect this little place I want to be in the most.
ごめん竹谷。そろそろ出かけないといけないから切るな。
お前さっき出かけるのは言う。
Yeah. I understand that the lie I just made was completely and utterly absurd. Even so, I've always been a horrible liar, even since back then.
ただいま留守にしております。ご用の方は発信音の後に。
After setting an answering machine, I'm now isolated from the rest of the world. My cell phone also turned off, and no one can catch me now. Well, if you're staying here, then you can still be caught. Sorry. As long as I don't leave my apartment this, I mean, isn't you trapped here? If you stay here, like, anyone can come here and visit you. I mean, okay, you can fake that you are out of house as well. Like, you can not answer a door call as well. Yeah, I guess that can work. Yeah.
電話誰からだった？
My best friend is always constantly worried about me.
起こしちまったか。
そんなのは別にいいよ。春樹の部屋なんだしさ。
Maybe I'm actually going to cut the previous recording even. That feels like it would be a better place if we had no scene in this recording session. So I may have 2 episodes now. Ah. I'll see. I'll record some more and maybe just make 2 episodes out of this. Ah.
新聞の販売店からよくある勧誘だった。
さ、
そう
もう起きる？
どうせ眠いんだろ。
まあね。
俺もこの格好で電話してたから寒くなってきた。
ならおいで。
おいでも何も俺のベッドだ。
ほんとだ、冷た。
当たり前だ。冬だから。
だからエアコンつければいいのに。
Did you?
いらない。
どうしてよ。
Oh yeah, yeah. Right, he did.
ここは高い。それで十分だ。なんだよ。俺何か変なこと。
温めてあげるね、春樹。
Uh-huh. Once again, like being more concerned about Haruki than herself, and she said she's cold before. So yeah, like I said, like I think like it's not enough for her. I'm really sorry, Takaya, but I'm alright. You don't have to be so worried about me. I'll be able to cheer up somehow by staying like this. Because much like Setsa said, and much like what I said, nothing has changed between the two of us up until now. After all, it's been long over between us. Okay? Once again, Haruki's realizing. But still going to continue overall in public that they're like fine with Setsuna, like talking and stuff. Okay, so unexpected stuff. Cheki made a meal for Haruki. She can cook. Well, okay, I mean, we do have like 2 big meaty stuff, so we could assume that she can cook, but who knows? Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and from Pocket Watch, let's get out.